Check, 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 check. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Be sure to get the stream Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen. You can download the app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker or the website, rock1061.com. Now, Marshall, this Friday, as soon as the show is over, I'm getting in my car, heading to Kent, Ohio to pick up my kid from college.
Okay.
Earlier in the week, I kind of half-jokingly brought up that we should allow listeners to guess how many miles my car makes it before something bad happens.
Actually, I think I guessed this. I think I guessed 250 miles. I think that's what I said, right?
You did. You're wrong. It's negative miles. Coming in today, my check engine light came on. So after the show, you need to take me by Midas.
Okay, first thing, your car is cursed. Second thing, you have insurance, right?
I do.
What if we just burn it to the ground? What if we burned your car to the ground live on the show? I just get some extension cords and we just live stream burning your car to the ground.
If we do it on the show, something tells me insurance won't cover it.
Oh, yeah.
We need to find a guy who can make it look like an accident.
Right. Well, we have some very devoted people on the stream. Gibby, for one. I know he, without a doubt, has a can of gasoline and at least a lighter, and he could probably make something happen for us.
I don't know what to do anymore, man. I'm so sick of my car.
You got to burn it. No. What if we did it like a classic, like gangster movie? Put a brick on the gas pedal and just watched it fall off like the Tybee Pier.
Drive it out in the pier.
And it just washes right back up.
Oh.
You can't quit me, Cotter.
You know what? I'm glad it happened now because I could take it in, get it looked at, and not 500 miles into this trip where I'd just be screwed and have to find some place in the backwoods of West Virginia again like I did last time I dropped my kid off at Kent.
Right. So you need a new car. You know there's tons of great places where you can buy one.
I need something, man.
Yeah.
I need something. All right, coming up on the show today, Chicks on Dudes. Mac from Bob 106.9 is going to join us. She's also going to stick around after Chicks on Dudes because she brought up on the stream the other day, she was robbed at gunpoint by two people.
Right, two guns, holding Mac down. She's like 100 pounds.
I got to find out about this. We're going to ask her. That's in the 9 o'clock hour. The local Savannah Hockey team had an online, meeting?
It was a Zoom-only meeting for season ticket holders. Now, I was hosting trivia last night, but my wife actually stayed and took notes for me. That's right. She took notes. So I have all sorts of details in regards to our brand new hockey team.
All right, we're gonna talk E3 as well. You got a video game pop quiz for me?
I've got a video game pop quiz. I tried to keep it as dumb as possible.
Thank you, because I'm gonna fail.
I even have one question specifically written for you for a game that I know you played within the last, year and a half. So hopefully you get that one right.
I was going to say, I'm so going to get that one wrong now. I will take your calls today. What's the longest line you've ever stood in? And, of course, we've got About Last Night, Bullets and Cheetos, Paul Pierce gets a job offer, and a school in Bluffton.
I want his job offer, actually.
That's a Guinness World Record.
Pretty cool.
All right, we got all that coming up. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Self-Destructor, it is Chevelle. Rock 106.1.
Gibby goes, you could be driving a Honda. Oh, yes, you could.
I don't know what it is, man. Now, it came on a couple weeks ago because I was going to have you take me over there, and then it went off. It just went away. So I'm like, all right, I'll let it go. It's fine.
Maybe it could be just like low tire pressure. Have you checked your tires?
No, I didn't, but I have a warning in my car if my tire pressure goes low.
Okay.
So it's gonna be the exact same thing that I just got fixed in February, that I got fixed in August when I took my kid to Kent. It's gonna be the solenoid thing, and that's what it's gonna be. Killing me, man. Killing me.
Okay, shared around. I got a text message from Cameron Cross last night. Were you on that?
No, I don't think so.
Cam messaged me, and he goes, I just talked to my entire bar and about calling in for the drunk line. Apparently, they were going to maybe make some calls last night. I'm not for sure. I don't know if you saw any come through or not.
I did not. You know what? Love Cam. He is all about that drunk line, man. I think he's got like 12 posters hung up in the tap house.
Oh, yeah.
He called in last weekend, so it's like, he is all about it. So yeah. I appreciate the help.
You know, the thing with, with your car and everything, we actually just made, Charles, what up, man?
Hey, man.
Are y'all under orders to play Chevelle 100 times a day? Yes. Yes, minimum, or they cut off Cotter's left testicle.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't really need it anymore, but
I'm already fixed.
Well, I mean, it just keeps his balance. Because, you take the left testicle, and he suddenly just, he's falling over all the time. Gibby says, but yes, Marshall, I can help Cotter with his car's accident. See, I knew you could, dude. You seem like the type of guy that gets shit done. And even if it's auto arson, is that technically, is auto arson a crime?
I don't know. That sounds like you're setting yourself on fire. What is that? I don't know.
Auto arson, like auto arson. Arson's fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Auto arson.
Sure.
Auto arson. Say it fast. But yeah. Hey, Gibby, do you know a school called Red Cedar Elementary? You're probably banned from it. I've never heard of it. It's in Beaufort, right?
Bluffton.
Is it in Bluffton? But Charles, more to identify your question with Chevelle. Self-Destructor is currently one of the biggest songs charting in rock radio across the country. So that's why we play it.
Yep. It is what we call a power.
Ooh, it's a power.
Power.
What is that? And like for us, that gets played like once every 3 hours?
Once every 3 hours.
Yeah. Once every 3 hours, you get the goodness. Gibby says, setting up the $6,000 or $6,000, 6K cereal boxes, but only knocking over 3.7. Why, yes. Nice video.
Yeah, it was fun. They still broke the record. They got the record. Didn't do it all, but got the record.
Gibby, do any of your 75 children go to the school? Their website sucks. Yo, maybe I think they're like, this is a harsh take, but the mascot for Red Cedar Elementary School is horrific.
What is it?
It's a red fox, but it's like from Nightmares. It's got a yellow shirt, blue pants, white tennies. It's sort of crazy. Okay. Fortunately, no, our kids go to Effingham County Schools. Oh, there you go. Okay. Here, how much time we got?
Just over a minute.
Just putting together all the questions from Chicks on Dudes.
Don't forget, if you ever have a question for Mac, email it in, kmshow@rock1061.com.
All right, 30 seconds left. Cuckoo and coo.
All right, guys, be right back. Be sure to get the stream this morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. All right, about last night, story number one. Red Cedar Elementary School in Bluffton recently broke a Guinness World Record. Now, Marshall, when I was in school, you did you could order books from school. Mm-hmm. Every year I ordered a new copy of the Guinness Book of World Records. Was that a thing you did?
No.
No?
No, I don't
it was just that big, fat book. Now it's just like this big, huge book, but it was this tiny, fat book. Everything was black and white because I was old.
Yeah, books were for nerds, man. I was talking to the ladies and playing kickball in grade school. What's up?
Ever have a desire to break a world record?
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it quite a few times, but then there was that whole aspect of like trying, and I was like, that's too much work. I'm out.
Well, the students at the Red Cedar Elementary School set out to help Bluffton Self-Help and break a world record, which they did. They collected over 6,000 boxes of cereal. Now, they set them all up like dominoes.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal was to knock all 6,000 down. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But on their fifth try, they got 3,730 boxes to drop, beating the world record of 3,416. Which is impressive.
It's pretty cool.
And then they donated all the boxes of cereal to Bluffton Self-Help, and they're saying that's about 32,000 to 40,000 meals that the kids are going to help provide for people in Bluffton.
That's excellent work from Red Cedar Elementary School in Bluffton. But I've been told in the past that getting like someone out from Guinness World Records to verify your feet costs about $10,000 because you got to pay the person to fly out from wherever. England,
yeah. Or the UK.
Yeah, they got to fly out directly from here, and then they have to, obviously, you have to pay them.
Yeah.
So it's generally a $10,000 fee. Now, does the school pay that? Do they get a discount because they're a school and they did a really nice thing of donating 6,000 boxes of cereal with personalized notes on them afterwards to a charity? I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is, did I just pay for that?
You didn't, because I'm guessing they didn't fly somebody in. There are a couple ways to do this because I have looked into it. So if you want it verified almost instantly,
right,
you go that route. You fly somebody in, they're there to watch the whole thing. If not, there are guidelines for you to film everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can send the tape or the film to Guinness. They'll go through it, check it out, make sure it's legit, and then they'll verify it that way. It just takes longer.
Right.
Because we looked into trying to break the longest thrown cornhole, record ever. And you can do it if it's all video, like one take.
Sure.
So there's ways around paying the $10,000. It just takes longer to get done.
So, but did Bluffton? Which one do they do? They had someone come out, right?
I doubt it. I mean, they're not spending $10,000 to verify this record.
Sometimes schools have a bunch of they have a slush fund, man.
What school has $10,000 for Guinness?
I mean, it's Bluffton. I mean, come on, man, they got it.
All right, coming up next, we got to talk Paul Pierce. This whole thing was just bonkers.
Oh, yeah.
This story started Friday, and it's still going. We've got details coming up next. He's got an awesome job offer on the table. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Coffee.
He's got the job that I want, man. Or hopefully he takes the job. Paul Pierce making some fat cash. Don't forget your coffee cup. So I've been slugging energy drinks every day, which is probably terrible, since the show started. So I didn't sleep very well last night. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to have an energy drink this morning. I'm going to just try a nice little coconut water. And it is something. You know what it not is? What it isn't? An energy drink. So trying to be healthier, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Gibby says, I want to know about shrimp tails. The world needs to know about shrimp tails and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. There's probably quite a few shrimp tails in all those cereal boxes. Bluffton's donating. But also, there's still no update on that we've seen. Dang it. Okay. Check. You all right there, boss?
Yep. Just looking. It's all good.
Sorry, once again, guys, putting together, which I should have did late yesterday, but I totally forgot about doing it. All the questions for Mac for Chicks on Dudes later on today. So we have a guest in studio every day this week, wrapping up the rest of the week. Mac is in today. We have Voodoo Jack in tomorrow.
Yes, we're going to talk about their event on Friday.
Yeah, they got a Royal Rumble, right?
Yeah, a Rumble event. That's awesome. He and I are going to go head-to-head in some WrestleMania trivia.
Mm-hmm.
The loser gets whacked with a kendo stick just for the hell of
it. Well, it kind of leads into it's a good taster for our Torture Tuesday next Tuesday, which you'll be getting hit by a kendo stick at least once, I can imagine.
So if I beat Voodoo Jack tomorrow in trivia, I'm going to go easy on him with the kendo stick because I don't want him to take revenge next Tuesday.
Or because most likely he'll be whacking you pretty good.
I know.
You just want to get one good whack in.
Kinda. Well, it's funny because when we had our first match at Coach's, you could tell he was kind of going easy on me with some of the stuff. So I'm like, dude, hit me. It's fine. Hit me. Mm-hmm. So the first time I got the kendo stick, I cracked him with it, and he went, okay. He got me pretty good the next time.
Yeah. Gibby goes, also Friday is the opening for the brewery in Richmond Hill. We are well aware.
That is correct.
I'll be out there broadcasting live on Friday from 7 to 9, and then are those promos playing yet?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, our promos are playing, and then I just shared their grand opening stuff last night on all my Facebook stuff.
Yeah, we got it going up on the Rock one after the show.
Cool.
Yeah, I wish I could be there for both of those things.
Both of those things.
Wrestling and or Devilation.
Yeah, my wife leaves on Friday to go back home to Chicago, man, and I've got like the busiest schedule. I came and take her to the airport. She's getting an Uber to the airport.
Right.
I'm working that morning. I take a break. I go broadcast live at Devilation Brewing Company. Then I go play 2-inch touch football with all my buddies on Saturday morning. And then I've got like 7 people coming to my house to watch wrestling on Saturday night.
So I got home from trivia last night. I was grabbed a bite to eat before I went to bed. So the Hall of Fame induction ceremony for WWE was last night on Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
So I went,
on the cock. It's called the cock.
On the cock.
Yeah.
So I am like, I'll turn that on as I'm eating before I go to bed. So you can't, or with the WWE Network, you could, restart something even though it had already started. You can't do that on Peacock. So it was done and it wasn't available to rewatch yet.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm like, I'm screwed because when I got home Saturday night after getting my kid, I wanted to sit down and watch night 1 of WrestleMania. I don't know if I'm going to be able to because I don't think you can rewatch anything right away. Kind of bummed.
You live a wild life, man. You live a wild life.
Crazy. All right. Get my coffee. You're right.
Sorry, guys. Just trying to find this last story. That one will work. If you remember to be reporting with all that drinking. Yeah. I think I'll be fine. Oh, shit. What did I do? No, that won't work. All right, coming up here in about 2.5 minutes, we're going to talk about Paul Pierce. He had a rough week, or kind of has a rough week, depending on how you look at it. He got fired from his job, but he did get a new job offer. So that's what we're going to talk about here in just a little bit. Also, our third story of about last night is kind of a story I talked about on the stream, but we didn't really talk about it on the air. It's going to be about how that Cheetos story and the gentleman who found it. What was in the bag of Cheetos, at least.
All right.
Oh, Cotter's back. There you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Every drink of that coconut water is like a kick in the mouth. It's key lime. It is Andy's coconut lime. There's only 1 gram of sugar, and like it's got antioxidants, for your body.
See, in theory, I mean, it sounds good. Coconut and lime go together. Sounds delicious.
There's a song about it. Put the lime in the coconut, and then something down. I forget the words exactly, but it's there. It is definitely quite the kick in the mouth.
I got about 30 seconds. All right, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on the air and on the stream. Join the stream every day, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, like, follow, and subscribe. All right, story number 2 about last night. We got to talk Paul Pierce, the former Boston Celtic and ESPN NBA analyst, took to Instagram Live last Friday, hanging out with friends, playing poker, drinking, and enjoying the company of scantily clad women.
He was apparently having some sort of party at his house where everyone was like getting like haircuts, and then just strippers were around. And that's cool. I mean, that's cool. If I could afford that lifestyle, I definitely would. And also, I'd probably Instagram Live it too, because, well, I can afford it.
On Monday, ESPN had let Paul Pierce go. They never released any sort of comment, but don't worry, because Paul Pierce has a job offer on the table. He received a job offer from the adult cam site, Cam Soda.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite the lengthy letter, but let's just run down to the end of it. Here at Cam Soda, we champion exotic dancers, cam girls, and sex workers. We would be more than happy to accommodate your penchant for women, and you'd be free to stream with them while they twerk in the background and more. So essentially, what he got fired for, he can now get paid for. They are offering him a deal for $250,000 a year.
Let's see. Stream nightly. Talk about the NBA. Ladies twerking behind you. $250,000. Yes, please.
Yeah, sold.
All day long.
I mean, he was probably making some decent money at ESPN.
You would think.
I mean, but he couldn't have been. I mean, like, reporters don't make a bajillion dollars. They're not. I mean, he's a former athlete. Maybe he was making $500,000. Maybe. No way he was making $1 million, probably.
No, I'd be surprised.
I mean, he wasn't. It's not like you're working the entire year. I think Paul Pierce wasn't exactly, a full-time analyst. I mean, I would honestly, if you really felt like you weren't ever going to get another job again, this Cam Soda gig sounds pretty good.
I mean, you could do it from your house.
Yeah.
You don't have to go anywhere. They'll send you the ladies. They're going to show up in limos and stretch Hummers.
Yeah.
And they're going to show up at your house every night.
And make them have a producer guy that shows up, takes care of all the technical work. You literally just have to be at your house. I mean, it sounds like one of the greatest jobs ever.
Now, he hasn't commented on it yet, but he did go back to Instagram and said, bigger and better things are coming.
See, that's what you say every single time you get fired. And like people don't exactly know if you got fired or not. Like, hey, man, making some changes in my life. I've got some big things planned on the horizon. He doesn't have anything planned. Trust me. Nothing.
I loved that the Saturday morning he went to Instagram again and just posted a picture of himself laughing. He knew what he did the night before, and he's just going to laugh.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is not the low moment of his life.
No.
I mean, technically he pooped his pants on the NBA floor once, but we don't talk about that. That's not real, right? But anyway, yeah, he'll get over this. But honestly, this Cam Soda job, I say take it.
All right, we got one more story to go in about last night. We'll take the shrimp you found in Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and we'll raise it with a bullet. Got details on the way. Here's Disturbed, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
I guess I didn't go back and look to see if there was an additional update to that story.
The Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
No.
Okay.
No, there's not one on that.
Yeah, I hadn't seen anything on that yet.
Gibby had a great comment before the break started. He goes, every time an energy drink opens, an ex-gamer gets their wings. And he goes, it's the only offer he has at the moment. So, I mean, I 100% agree. I mean, I think it's a smart move.
I mean, I'm sure it's not like he's in a drastic need for money. Yes, I'm sure he lives a much pricier lifestyle than myself.
Oh, yeah.
So eventually, yes, he's probably going to need to get a gig. But I'm sure it's not a major rush. I mean, there's no way in hell he takes this. There's no way.
Probably not. Because the thing is, I think
he's untouchable.
Yeah, some people would find him untouchable afterwards. Yeah. It's not like he'd be having sex on camera.
No, but just the fact that he'd be working for a sex website, I think, would be what did it for most people. So no managers meeting today, right? Is that what you said?
That's what I was told yesterday.
All right, perfect. I'm not going to put together a top 5.
He'll be asking for a top 5, though.
Then I'll wing it.
Okay, that's not what I wanted. There it is. Cheeto story is not even on the front page of TMZ anymore. I gotta search for it like a monster.
Sorry.
Yeah, the last update was the latest updates.
All right, got about a minute and a half. We'll come back. Final story about last night. I've never actually had Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Any good? I'm guessing not Flaming Hot.
I mean, they're fine.
Yeah?
Like, they're not my go-to snack.
No.
I mean, if there was...
if you had to choose between a regular Cheeto or a Flaming Hot Cheeto, you have a choice? Preference?
No, not really. I think I would take either.
Okay.
If they were offered to me, they're like, oh, would you like some Cheetos? I'd be like, yeah, sure, Cheetos, great. Actually, I prefer the crunchy, like, dehydrated Cheetos. The Puffs, I don't care for that much.
Agreed.
Yeah. Wanda's here. Good morning.
What's up, Wanda?
Thanks for hanging out, guys. On the stream this morning, we have one more story about last night. We're going to talk about Cheetos. We kind of talked about it on the live stream for a minute, but we're going to talk about that and that story here as our last story. And then to wrap up the 6 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about Debilation Brewing Company. We're going to be out there broadcasting live this coming Friday, and also our 20th anniversary weekend slate begins this weekend. So we'll give you the guys' details about that as well.
Be right back. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. We got one more story to go in about last night. Now, unfortunately, there's no update on the shrimp situation the comedian found in his box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Supposedly was sending it out for a DNA test to confirm it was shrimp.
Right.
But we haven't heard. But we've got a new story, so let's move on to the next big thing. A 6-year-old boy enjoying a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos on Easter Sunday reportedly found a bullet in the bottom of the bag.
Interesting. Apparently, it was coated in the red Flaming Hot Cheeto dust. He didn't eat it. Don't worry about it. He told his dad about it. His dad's name is the most Montana name I've ever heard in my life. Bo Horn Weasel. Not joking. According to what TMZ has here, Bo Horn Weasel, the father of this 6-year-old son, his son found the bullet. He has it in his possession. He took a picture, and he reached out to Cheetos and said pretty much, WTF.
And Cheetos got back to him pretty instantly. They said they're going to send him a kit so he can do some sort of testing. What testing are you doing on a bullet, and what kind of testing does Cheetos have available that they could send it out so you can test a bullet?
I mean, obviously, this stuff happens. It's like, because Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
right?
They're the same company who are like, oh, yeah, we have a kit for this. I mean, it seems like everyone has a kit, but it sounds like you should just put it in a plastic baggie and mail it to them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't quite understand this. But more importantly, this real story, Bo Horn Weasel, the name of this dude. He had a child. Someone made love to him. Wild.
My go-to name, favorite weird name was always Denver Todd Stickrod. I think I've got a new leader in the clubhouse.
Bo Horn Weasel. Now, just to give an update, Fritos, yeah, they did send out the kit so they could do some sort of testing. They said this situation is highly unusual and troubling. We have already taken steps to investigate and attempt to identify the root cause of a bullet, which looks like a spent bullet in a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Now, Bo says he's not looking for compensation. He just wants to make sure it doesn't happen for other people. So I got to ask, if this happens to you and you find something weird in a bag of food, I mean, most times I think you'd be like, okay, cool. Maybe you post it to social media, maybe you don't. But you find a bullet in one, you try to get something.
I feel like that's like a death threat. I feel like this is like a really bad episode of like Texas Walker Ranger or whatever that show is called. And like this just leads to like a really bad story about how a Cheetos employee has gone off the rails, and is targeting me for something I did to them in a previous life. Just saying.
Maybe Bo Horn Weasel stole the man's wife.
It does sound like a very badly written episode of television.
All right, there you go. About last night. Coming up next, we're going to talk 20th anniversary weekends. They kick off this weekend on Rock 106.1, plus where Marshall is going to be this coming Friday night. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Exactly, Gibby, like a horse head in the bed.
Right? It's like Bo Horn, F you, taking my wife.
As a young boy, Marshall made fun of Bo Horn Weasel over in Montana. What Marshall didn't know is a bowhorn weasel has been targeted him and his children. So crazy.
Okay. All right, everybody on the stream, you get to choose. Do you want to hear Bush or do you want to hear Pantera? One of them's got to go.
I got a feeling it's going to be Pantera.
I do too, but I figured I'd throw it out there. Throw it out there. Bush or Pantera? Which would you rather hear from?
Wait, which Pantera song?
It's Cowboys from Hell or Come Down from Bush?
Yeah, you can just go ahead and delete Bush, man. Come Down's kind of not exactly, has a lot of energy. I do have some somewhat breaking news.
Okay.
The Walterboro Rodeo is coming back, guys. That's right. Walterboro Rodeo.
Have you ever been to a rodeo?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Technically, probably not. Yeah, I was at one that was like outside of Pooler for a minute.
Okay.
Because I had to go help a street teamer that had a flat tire. So I showed up
so you weren't there
at this road. Yeah, so exactly.
So my parents had a friend who actually was in the rodeo, and he got his back messed up, obviously, from doing all the weird rodeo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't the clown, but he became people that once the clown distracted the bull, he would grab the riders and pull them off.
Okay.
That became his gig. So as a kid, the rodeo came to Peoria. We got to go see it for free. It was cool as hell. I mean, I'm like, that's pretty badass. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings and they've got the Red Bull channel playing,
yeah,
and the rodeo comes on, or the steer riding or whatever they call it. It's crazy intense.
I just every time I went to a rodeo though, I would just want Borat to show up to sing the national anthem. Everyone says Pantera.
Yep.
Gibby already Pantera in it. Gibby goes sneaking on a cattle farm and riding the dairy cows isn't the same, Marshall. Hey,
that's a Torture Tuesday. Would you ride a bull if we had an opportunity to? I don't know how. I don't know if that could be done, but would you do it?
Well, I'm starting to, and I hate to be this guy.
Old man Marshall?
I'm starting to work out again. So maybe if I, let's say, put some more muscle on me, maybe lose a few pounds, then yeah, I probably would. But right now, in the shape that I currently am, of the no shape, I would say no.
The bull would look at you and go, no thanks.
Yeah. The bull would look at me and salivate. Like, dude, I'm going to f this guy up. Yeah, but I'd do that.
All right, Walterboro Rodeo, make it happen. Come on.
Walterboro. You got to say it like that. It's Walterboro.
All right, a few more commercials left. Smashing Pumpkins on the way. 20th anniversary weekend. Debilation Brewing on Friday.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the grand opening, Debilation Brewing Company.
Do me a favor, find out if they're open on Sunday. Because if they are, that's where I'll go to celebrate my daughter's birthday. Even though she can't go drink, but I'll go and celebrate her birthday in her honor.
Sure.
I am excited because one of her favorite places to eat is Green Truck. And because of the pandemic, they were closed for a long time. I don't think you can eat inside yet. I think they got some tables maybe outside.
Really?
Excuse me. I think they got some set up outside. I don't know if you can go inside yet or not. I'll have to find out. But we're eating Green Truck regardless, even if we have to go pick it up. So I'm pretty excited. Haven't had a Green Truck burger in a while. Going to do that on Sunday.
I don't think they have hours quite yet. I do know they're open on Saturday. They have karaoke on Saturday.
I saw that, but I won't make it in time. So I'm like, Sunday, be open. Because, yeah, like I said, man, that will become my spot.
Yeah, I hope it's really good, man. I can't wait to try their beers. I know they're not going to have a ton of beers, especially because they've only been brewing for a couple weeks now. But Excited to try what they have.
I mean, I'm guessing they'll have some sort of IPA, probably some sort of Pilsner or ale or something.
The newest craft brewery in the Low Country.
All right, got about 4 minutes.
So in the 7 o'clock hour, we have on the way, I can ask you guys, what's the longest line you've ever waited in? Some of you I know have already chimed in on the Facebook page, so thanks for that. And then at the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour, I'm going to test Cotter's video game knowledge. So we have a fun little game. And then I think I have, did you get the?
Yeah.
Okay, the things?
Yep.
I think we should play those over the stream because if.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, and then go ahead and do that, and then I'll cut that out as a video today on
that's
top
fair.
of the Chicks on Dudes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how well I'm going to do at this. I don't expect to do well at all, to be honest with you.
So when it comes to like owning video games, you own a PS4.
I do own a PS4.
You've never owned an Xbox, right?
Nope, never owned an Xbox. I mean, I was a Nintendo guy forever.
And your last when was your last Nintendo system?
I still have a 64 at my house because we played the 64.
Yeah, you had a Wii, Nintendo Wii, right?
We did have a Wii. Yeah.
So that was the last system you owned. Right?
Yes, yeah. So we played the hell out of the Wii. But no, I mean, it's like I was a Nintendo guy. I mean, I had NES, Super NES. What was it? Was 64 after that? No.
Yeah, NES. Let's see, NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii U,
Okay.
Switch.
I never had the GameCube.
GameCube was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun little system.
Never had the GameCube. So, I mean, I played a lot of video games when I was younger. I got back into it a little bit, when I got a little bit older, but never to the extent. It's like, for me, it's like I find a game I like, and then I play the hell out of it. And then I don't play anything for a year and a half.
Right.
Then I find another game. Yeah, I won't get a PS5 until about 3 years from now.
That's probably when Grand Theft Auto 6 will come out.
I can't wait. It'll be perfect then. Meant to be.
They'll still have short supply. It'll take you a year. You should start a year
should.
early
I
to
should
try to get one.
Start now.
Yeah.
You were in line, and we'll wait for 3 years.
Yeah, GameStop pretty much twice a month has put out releases of the PS5, and they just did one yesterday, and it sold out pretty quick. So, not as quick as like the usual.
Right.
Like I think people are starting to get the systems that they need, but it's still selling out within like minutes.
That's still crazy.
Instead of 4 seconds. A block of rock.
All right, we got about 90 seconds.
Sorry, just reading your notes from everything.
Who?
So the band that's playing with Double Asian Brewing Company, Crooked Pointer, it's a rockabilly band.
That's awesome.
Our former girl Disney's boyfriend is in that.
I saw that post. Yeah, I saw her commenting on that. No, there was a rockabilly band. Oh, what was their? I don't remember their name. We did a battle of the bands down at Wild Wing and City Market, and they ended up winning. But man, were they good! So good, just so much fun. So yeah, I bummed I'm missing that too. That just sounds like a lot of fun.
Don't be bummed. You'll be taking your rickety car all the way up to Kent. You're essentially taking your car to Canada.
So yeah, when you're at your remote, I will be sitting somewhere on the side of the road, just waiting to die because my car crapped out
in South Carolina.
It's true.
We'll be begging our coworker Jake to come pick you up again.
I don't know. That may be too much of an ask there. All right, be right back. Good morning. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, so this year, 2021, is the 20th anniversary of Rock 106.1. First went on the air in February of 2001. So starting this weekend, we're going to celebrate with 20th anniversary weekends. Every weekend, we're going to highlight a different year that we have been on the air, all the way up until Labor Day. And then we're going to do a countdown, top 500 songs of the past 20 years.
Okay.
But this weekend, we're celebrating 2001, the year we launched.
So at the top of every single hour, we're going to be playing blocks of rock, which is like 3 songs of music that were kind of situated in 2001.
Yes, 2001. Yeah. So you'll hear some things that we normally play, but got a list.
Oh, you've got a list of things that we don't normally play.
Yes.
The big question I asked you yesterday, put you on the spot. No big deal. You failed.
I hadn't put everything together yet.
Okay.
We got Slipknot Left Behind.
Okay, I like that one.
Tantric Breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Cake, Short Skirt, Long Jacket.
Okay.
Blink, Rock Show. Feel So Numb from Zombie. Praise from Seven Dust.
These were all 2001 songs?
Yes.
That's a good year.
How about Andrew WK and Party Hard?
That is an excellent tune. One of my favorite interviews of all time was with Andrew WK.
That guy was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Was he the one that ended up doing like haiku poetry?
He did. I made him review his new album in a haiku, and he did such an excellent job.
I was blown away because he really didn't even have to think about it.
He nailed it. We need to refine that audio and put it out there into the world.
All right, we'll see if I can track that down. So that's coming up this weekend, starting at 5 o'clock on Friday. It is our 20th anniversary weekend. Tunes from 2001, the year we launched, at the top of the hour. Also going down on Friday, Marshall, you're out at the grand opening of a new brewery, Debilation Brewing Company in Richmond Hill.
So our buddy Dave, who used to own Fiorua, he took all the funds from Fiorua after he sold it. He's like, dude, I'm creating a badass brewery. He's creating a Viking brewery. That's why Debilation is the name he's using. It's a weird Viking-y word, if that's a word. Anyway, it's going to be the grand opening this coming Friday, 4 o'clock, in case you want to get out there for the ribbon cutting.
Yeah,
But 7 o'clock is where the party is, because I broadcast live starting at 7 o'clock. The rockabilly band Crooked Pointer is going to be there at the same exact time, jamming out, great beers. Cannot wait to check out the facility, because the pictures, I know, don't speak for themselves. I have to check this place out, and it's open to the public, guys. So this coming Friday night, come join me. The grand opening of Debilation Brewing Company. It's in Richmond Hill, right off the 95, so come hang.
I'm so happy for him because he announced this was happening like
2 years ago.
Right. I mean, it was way before the pandemic, and then the pandemic happened, so everything kind of got put on hold. So the fact that he's finally opened his doors, congratulations. I wish I could be there. So drink lots of beer for me, man. Have a good time with that. So that's Debilation Brewing tomorrow night. Live broadcast starts at 7 o'clock. All right, coming up at 7 o'clock here, top of the hour. Going to take your calls, comments, and texts.
Friday night. You said tomorrow night.
Friday. Oh, yeah. Today's
Wednesday.
Wishful thinking. Friday night. All right, top of 7 o'clock hour. Going to take your calls, comments, and text. What's the longest line you have ever waited in? I know some of them can be brutal. So we'll talk after 7 o'clock. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
You're living in the future, man.
I wish.
You said it so convincingly, though, I actually had to look down at my phone. I'm like, yo, is it Thursday?
I wish it was. I wish it was.
All right, I'm going to step out real quick. I got to print up some stuff.
All right. All right, guys. So if you have any stories about the longest lines you've ever waited in, maybe just where's the worst place to wait in a line, hit us up in the chat. I'm in New Zealand. I wish. I'd love to go to New Zealand. You kidding me? Check out Hobbiton? I don't know. Bring it on. I'll go. I should get a passport. All right. So yeah, we'll do that top of 7 o'clock hour. Got the pop quiz about video games. Going to talk hockey. Crazy story about Florida. Thank God. Botox and Four Loko. Stick around for that. That'll be fun. It is National Beer Day. Happy National Beer Day, Wanda. I will be celebrating later on. All right. This week is flying by, man. I love it. I love it. bad this weekend is just going to fly by as well. Spend 24 hours in my car, maybe, if it works. Piece of crap. Piece of crap. Let's see, don't need that anymore. But no, I think the 20th anniversary weekends are going to be fun. Looking ahead at some of the other stuff, just you forget the songs that came out that were good stuff for whatever reason, just didn't stick around on the radio. I mean, unfortunately, we can't have everything in there. Some of it's got to go. But you get some highlights, man, and you can hear some stuff you haven't heard in a while. That's always cool. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I look forward to it. Like I said, we'll do it every weekend. This weekend, 2001, next weekend, 2002, so on and so forth. Then Labor Day weekend, it'll be a top 500 countdown, songs from the past 20 years. So that should be fun. That'll be interesting, because normally if we ever do a countdown type thing, it's just dominated from songs from the 90s. It's just kind of the bread and butter of our library here at the radio station. So eliminating those songs because they weren't released in the past 20 years, it'll be interesting to see kind of how everything falls because they are such a big part of it. And in a typical countdown we would do, would probably have, 8 of the 10 top 10 songs. So all right, we got Pantera coming up next. Bush got blown out. Nice. Yeah, man. It's good stuff. It's you forget. You go through it. I mean, that's what took the longest. It's like we have all those songs in our library, but it's like I don't remember the years all this stuff came out. So trying to track everything down of songs that came out that year. And I'm sure I'm missing some. I'm sure there'll be some that we could play and I wasn't able to track down the year they came out. So trying to track down songs, that's been the biggest it's been fun because you come across some gems that you're like, crap, I haven't heard that song in forever. But then it's like, where do you start? Where do you look? And just trying to track some of them down has been it's been interesting, but fun. It's good. I like it. It's one of the fun parts of my job. Oh no shit, that's awesome, Wanda. Yep. Started in 2001. I wish. I mean, I obviously wasn't here at that point in time. I've been around since 2009. But it's like I wish I knew like the first song that was ever played on the station. I don't know what it is. I mean, that wasn't kept, so I have no idea. It would be cool to kind of go back and what I would have loved to have done is take like the first day of broadcasting, all the songs that we played on the very first day, and just kind of recreate that day. But that's lost to history. I'll never know what was played on day one of Rock 106.1. Flip some stuff around here, guys. Don't need 4.5-minute songs back to back. We'll put that there. Perfect. All right, there we go. Yeah, and you just forget how old some songs are. Because I was looking at 2002. I was looking for next weekend, and Stone Sour's Bother came out in 2002. I mean, I had to do like a triple take because I'm like, really? Song's that old? Just means I'm that much older. I was in high school in Baltimore in 2001. I was 7 years removed from high school in 2001. I'm so old ish. Yeah. So yeah, dude. So if you were in high school in 2001, yeah, man, that's like the prime. It's like the prime music years. Yeah, no shit. I get now why a lot of the songs are still on the playlist. It's like the prime music years when you're really into music, you really love music, you're really passionate. I mean, I'm still passionate about music. I still love music, but I don't know if I'll ever be as passionate as I was when I was in high school, man. It was just the perfect time. I mean, growing up in the 90s, I got to get all that grunge stuff. Oh, so good. Oh, yeah, Boomer. Boomer was the program director before me. I was learning bass guitar in those years. I wish I could play, man. One of the reasons I got into radio, it's like I love music. I just have no musical talent, so this was as close as I was going to get. But yeah, Wanda, Boomer was the PD before me. Nice guy. I met him a couple times years later, but yeah, super nice guy. He still might be in the area. I'm not 100% sure. I met him in a Hilton Head. It was, what's his name? Austin from Hinder was doing a show at a club in Hilton Head. He was there. So, yeah, nice guy. I remember the first time I met one of my radio idols in Illinois. I went in for a job interview for an internship, so not a job. I wasn't getting paid, but I went in and it was a rock station, and it was everything you would expect a rock station to be. It was disgusting, dirty, grungy. It was in an old savings and loan building, so offices were like in vaults and everything. And the guy's name was Jamie Markley. He was the afternoon guy on Rock 106.1 or Rock 106 in Peoria. And I met him, and he was the nicest guy, coolest guy. And you're like, man, he could have been such a douche, but he wasn't. He was so awesome, and it really kind of solidified, this is what I want to do. I want to be Jamie Markley. I'll never be Jamie Markley. He's now syndicated across the country, doing talk radio in the afternoons. Good stuff, man. He's a really talented guy. Yeah, back to the music thing, Gibby. Man, I've tried a couple times. I was in band in high school, played drums poorly. Tried to pick up guitar later in life. Mamacita! Good morning. But yeah, can't read music, can't sing to save my life. Music, no musical ability. I think Mamacita is sticking, Sandy. I hope you're okay with it. All right, Sandy, here's what I'll do. Next time, I walk into IDC. Cool. Good. Next time I walk into IDC, I'm going to have Eddie Guerrero's theme song on my phone. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to kind of walk in how he would come out to the ring, just for you. I promise. Don't know when I'm coming over to IDC next, but when it happens, it's going down. Learned early with a classic instrument, but it was always by ear. Dude, that's awesome. That's one thing that always impresses the hell out of me. Somebody who can just pick it up and play by ear. Dude, that's impressive. Hats off to you, man. That's an awesome talent. All right, we got some Linkin Park, and then we'll get into our call-in topic today. What's the longest line you've ever had to wait in? Marshall waited over an hour in line the other day at the DMV because, well, the DMV. So we'll get that story. And then mine, it's not a traditional line. It was stuck in traffic, but it was a line of cars, so I'm going to count it. And it was brutal. Marshall's back, 2.5 minutes, calls, comments, and texts.
Sorry, I was editing up some stuff, and I'm still not done. So I'm going to have to jump out here closer to the end of the hour to wrap that up. Almost done, though.
What are you editing up?
Oh, some stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, some stuff. Some things I'm working on. Just some QAnon stuff, actually. Do you know that JFK is coming back? Sandy, thanks for coming and hanging in the chat this morning. Are y'all going to have any merch made specifically for the show? I totally get something. Yes. We'll have some stuff, hopefully. We have some like stickers and stuff right now. But we'll be having like some runs of T-shirts, and then technically we'll be having our very own hot sauce.
Can't wait for that.
That'll be a thing.
we'll have something, I think, eventually.
Yeah.
I think we might do a small run, so we have stuff where we have something to wear when we go out. But yeah, eventually, I think we'll definitely be doing something.
Gibby says, I was in line a few days ago in Burger King drive-thru for over 45 minutes.
What?
The longest wait time was 27 hours because I missed a flight.
Oh.
Did you stay at the airport, though, or did you go back home? Or were you out of town and you just had to stay at the airport? I was in Dubai, so yeah, I was at the terminal.
Whoa.
Yikes. So did you want to set this up with my DMV story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you want me to bring up maybe Gibby's story here?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right, do that.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for hanging out on the air, on the stream. Be sure to get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen on your in-home smart speaker. You can download the app or at rock1061.com. So waiting in lines suck. And I think when most people think waiting in lines, DMVs have got to be at the top of the list for the worst places to be stuck in a line because you're going to be there for a while.
Yeah. I mean, that is true. And I actually had that experience just the other day. We had a situation where we had a radio station vehicle. They said there was a lapse in insurance. There wasn't. And then our insurance company said, oh, you have to show this paperwork to the DMV. And I'm like, isn't this something that you do? But I was like, all right, if I have to. So I get in line at like 10:30.
Yeah.
This past, I think it was Tuesday. It was right after the show. I was in line for an hour and 5 minutes. I mean, there was a line out the door of the DMV. Now, I mean, I understand that they only want a certain amount of people inside the building, and they have like those little dots on the floor, like stand here and whatever. But yeah, an hour and 5 minutes. Plus, I mean, another 15 minutes at the window to essentially be told, oh, yeah, your insurance takes care of that. That's not your problem. So I spent 90-ish minutes on Tuesday standing in line for no reason.
That seems like, like most meetings, that's an email.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason for you have to go in line.
Well, the most annoying part was after explaining this via email, our insurance company was like, oh, yeah, you're right. What?
Really?
You're an insurance company. Shouldn't you know this? We pay you to know this.
Obviously, another bad place to stand in line is any sort of theme park.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, going to Disney, I remember, when we were kids and you'd go and Spaceship Earth at Epcot. I remember seeing, from this point, you have a 3-hour wait.
No way.
And you stood there. You had to.
Why?
This was pre-Fast Pass and all that kind of stuff. I mean, Disney's got this stuff down now. I mean, with the Fast Pass and everything else, I mean, you could still be stuck in line for a while. But now they're giving you some of the newer rides, like things to do and keep yourselves entertained. So it's actually it kills the time a little bit, easier.
Yeah.
But no, I always hated standing in line in that sort of situation.
So I've got a comment on the stream here from Gibby who said, I was in line for a few days ago at Burger King drive-thru for over 45 minutes, but the longest time waiting was 27 hours caused by a missed flight. He was stuck in Dubai. He just had to sit at a terminal for 27 hours for his next flight out back to the country.
All right, so we're taking your calls, comments, and texts. 800-394-1061. What's the longest you've ever had to wait in line? I've got a story. It's a non-traditional line, but it counts, and it sucked.
Okay.
I'll tell that next. Here's Pretty Reckless, and So It Went. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
I could share Sandy's story as well. She dropped the John Cena story. I think she put it on the Facebook last night, but she put it here, I think, with some more details, so I can just share that.
Perfect. Yep.
Once again, guys, thanks for hanging out this morning on the live stream. As you know, we live stream every single day. Taking your phone calls, taking your text messages. Speaking of text messages, I need to log into ZipWhip, the Zippy. There we go. And there we go. So, just a side note, before, as we're not getting a call right now, the boss let me go buy those gift cards for Big Money Monday.
Okay.
He actually let me buy an extra one.
So we have it.
Yeah, so
when we give it away next week,
yeah,
continue the streak. So how long do we go before he's like, you guys are gonna have to stop for a while?
No, I think we're okay for a bit.
Okay,
we're doing some good cash stuff here. So, what happened to our thing right here?
What thing?
Where the camera sits on.
I don't know. Good question. Oh, Tim the engineer is putting together equipment for Monty.
Oh,
because he's got a broadcast from the Heritage next weekend. So I'm guessing that's what that is. I bet he took it for that.
Remember how we talked to Tim about putting just the third mic on a thing, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll do that right now." That was like 2 weeks ago.
That was a minute ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, guys, thanks for sharing your stories in the chat today. Wanda says just the bathroom lines at concerts are pretty rough.
Right.
I get that.
Especially with ladies. I don't know why you guys have to wait so much longer than dudes do. That's brutal.
You know why. You damn well know why. They talk too much. They're talking too much in there. They're sitting down on their couch.
Their couch.
Yeah. It's like The Office, where there's just there's a couch in the women's bathroom, and then Kevin finds it, and he starts taking naps in there. See you in a bit, Gibby.
Want to go with Wanda's first?
I don't.
I'm not
have
Wanda's.
Sandy's.
Sandy's.
Yeah, I could do Sandy's.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll give you mine. I've got two actually. I can hold on to one of them.
Wanda says, "Let's not discuss women in bathrooms." Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I woke up this morning and I was hungry. I definitely,
yeah.
And then I think I Googled on the way in, what time does Taco Bell breakfast drive? Because they never have a line for breakfast.
Yeah, that's
ever.
true.
And I was like, every McDonald's has like 4 cars, and at 5 a.m., there's no McDonald's worker is moving fast. So I'm like, I wonder if I could just run through Taco Bell real quick. Nope, not a chance.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning, everybody. Taking your calls, comments, and texts today, 800-394-1061. Earlier this week, Marshall had to venture out to the DMV, which is always a bad idea.
It's a bad idea. It's terrible. The worst.
Had to go out for work. You stood around for over an hour. Worst part, you found out it could have been done in an email.
Yep. Yeah, and it was for work. It wasn't even for my personal stuff.
Right.
It was for work. That's why it sucked.
So call, comment, and text. What's the longest you've ever had to wait in line? I know we got a couple comments on the chat.
Yeah, so Sandy says, a long time ago, I waited 4 hours to meet John Cena. Worth every second. I got to go cheek to cheek with him, and it was awesome. I mean, my kids loved meeting John Cena.
But the question is, did you see him?
Yeah, I know. I wasn't going to make that joke. I knew you
I
would.
will.
Yeah.
Did you see him? But did you?
You can't.
Can't see me.
Also, another comment on the stream here. Someone said they stood in line for 46 hours when the PS3 first came out, they said they ended up flipping it for $1,500.
Whoa, that's worth it.
That it was well worth your time.
Now, remember back in the day, or are you might even be too young for this, before Ticketmaster, before you can order tickets online, you actually had to go down to a physical location.
Oh, yeah.
And you had to wait in line.
Yeah, when I was in my teenage years, I would actually go, there was like a Kroger or I don't know, whatever grocery store. There used to be Ticketmasters in grocery stores, and I'd actually just go stand in line at like the local grocery store at 5 a.m. There would be like two people in front of me to go see like Tool or like WWE or ECW or whatever I was into.
Because, I mean, it got to the point where they got so tired of people camping out and waiting to buy tickets that you had to, you came in and you basically got to draw numbers, and then you got to come back. So they would force you to not wait in line anymore.
Right.
Now, what if you had to wait in line for when the prequels for Star Wars came out, and then you waited there for days and days and days, and then you go see it, and you're like, I wasted so much time in my life waiting for this movie.
Never getting it back either.
It's not coming back.
Why did I watch an hour-long pod racing sequence? Christ.
One of the longest lines I've ever waited in wasn't a traditional line. It was a line of cars. So we went to D.C. for vacation 5 years ago.
Sure.
5-ish years ago. Had a great time. D.C. is great. Get a chance to go. So we got up nice and early the day we're going to leave and head home. It's 8-10 hour drive. I don't remember. We got stuck in traffic. I mean, literally 5 miles or less outside of D.C. for 3.5 hours.
Oh, my God.
At a crawl. I mean, it was just like eek, 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 and find out that's what it's just like every day. Traffic around that area is just brutal. 3.5 hours sitting there, vacation's done, you're tired, nerves are frazzled.
Now I get why everyone shoots each other in Washington, D.C., man.
Hey, you just want to go home.
Yeah.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What's the longest line you've ever had to wait in? 800-394-1061. We'll take your calls next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Yeah, Washington, D.C. is like Chicago Part 2. That's what I've been told.
Oh, it sucked. I mean, because everybody's like, traffic's bad. Just keep that in mind. We got up early.
3.5 hours.
Dude, it sucked. It was miserable.
Yeah, that does sound miserable.
I mean, you just want to get home. Vacation's over. You're done.
Yeah, especially on the back end of vacation. That sucks. Depending if we get a call here or not, what do you want to do with this third break?
That is a stellar question.
Because I don't know if there's much more to add on to it from here. So, dude, but what a steal there, dude, with the PS3 flipping it for $1,500.
That's crazy.
I think it was $500. I think the PS3 was $500. I remember people freaking out about it. PS3 release price. Yeah, the 60 gig model was $600. Better question. What model did you get? Did you get the 20 gig for $500 or the 60 gig for $600? Which is incredibly laughable because at this point there's a terabyte hard drive on the PS5 and it cost, well, technically you get the all digital for $400. Not the longest wait, but my buddy and I sat in the drive-thru at Crystal's for an hour and 45 minutes after a Metallica concert in Atlanta. Needless to say, we were effed up. A very similar experience. I think I was at It was a welcome to Rockville, and I was staying, I think, at my buddy Dave's house. And we stood in line, I think, for about an hour at a Whataburger. Fun fact, they tore that Whataburger down. Maybe they should have gone faster.
So after an hour and a half of waiting in the drive-thru, did you realize you're just in the parking lot? And they're like, crap.
Did you see the Deshaun Watson stuff yesterday? It popped up later in the day, but the lawyer who has like all 20-plus women who they say have been sexually assaulted by Deshaun Watson, the first client has come out and told her story at a press conference.
Okay.
So. Wanda goes, isn't that the typical wait time for a crystal?
I mean, we can move the Botox story here, and we can re-mention the remote in the 8 o'clock hour.
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's cool.
Let's do that, and then we can talk about the remote again.
The Botox story, okay.
Botox and Four Loko.
Guten Tag, Greg Geiger.
What's up, man?
It's so weird, like our the operation system that we use for the stream every day. So some days it keeps up with what the current amount of people actually is. Like at the bottom, there's like a little eye that says how many people.
Right.
It's not even close right now. Like it tells me there's 4, but there is like 3 times that amount, more than that.
There's 5 on Twitch right now.
Yeah, I was like, there's 5 alone on Twitch. so stupid. I can look it down. I'm like, wow, that seems really low. I mean, we get our most viewers in between like 7 and 9 o'clock with a 2-hour span where, people are actually getting ready and driving to work and stuff. It's so funny to see that. So I have this story. Is there any, like, what happened?
Let's see. He got arrested. I mean, I know that, but I don't know outside of that.
Greg says, I didn't wait in the lines well years ago. First visit to Hard Rock, the line was so long, you could see the curvature of the earth. I spotted a woman who was an employee, chat her up, and up to the front of the line, we went.
Nice. Good call. I was at WrestleMania in, was it New York? No, it's WrestleMania in New Orleans. And we went to the Bruce Pritchard podcast. It was at the House of Blues in New Orleans.
Okay.
So there was a line. We did the meet and greet for that. So we were inside already. There was a line, out the door, people waiting to get in, the GA, slumming it. So I look over.
Poor fucks.
Standing at the front of the line, waiting, is JBL, Bradshaw.
Yeah.
And finally he kind of, he's being cool. Finally he comes up to the door guy and he's like, guys, I need to get in. I'm, part of the show. And he's like, I'm sorry, your name's not on the list. He's like, he's being very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm part of the show. I just kind of need to get in. He's like, nope, sorry, man, I can't let you in. So he's like, okay, thanks. And then he kind of gets out of line and leaves. I'm like, you realize who that was, right? He's like, no. Bradshaw, he's a wrestler. He's like, oh, shit. But he was super nice about it. He was just standing there patiently waiting in line and finally was like, I got to get in.
Come on. And that guy was killed the next day, murdered.
He hired he hired Ron Simmons of the APA, his former tag team partner, to come in and do the dirty work. All right, we got about 3 minutes. Going to talk about Florida. It's been a minute.
I have the real story on this. Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, sure.
It's got way more details than what service was offering. There you go. This story is crazy, man. Guys, you'll like this next story.
That's kind of nuts. All right, guys, got about 1 minute.
Here in a little bit, obviously, we're going to do the story about our friends down in Jacksonville, Florida, our close personal friends down in Jax. And then we're going to have to put Cotter to the test in a video game quiz.
I was all excited. I had a great idea for you. And then you're like, no, all right, you some trivia. I'm like, crap. It's video games. I'll take, what was it? Birds and Swedish death metal bands.
Yeah.
Did great there.
Hey, you did. What did you do again? You did 7, 8 out of 10?
Something like that.
We have a call, of course, of 30 seconds before we go on the air.
Yep. Sorry, guy. Or gal.
Not discriminate against your gender.
Didn't want to.
But either way, your phone calling stuff sucks.
Be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can also listen, download the app for free, get us on your in-home smart speaker. You can also listen at rock1061.com. Now, Marshall, it's been a minute since we've heard from Florida.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a little too quiet down in one of our favorite, redneck states, but this story right here, I mean, it just makes you feel good.
I mean, I kind of thought they were going legit, and then I read this and went, nope, there's Florida. That's the one we know and love.
Exactly.
So there's a spa in Jacksonville that's been hosting events called Botox and Bubbles. People can go there, have some drinks, and get Botox injections.
Right, but like on the crazy cheap, and it was kind of weird because it was cash only. So this dude named Nelson Amilcar Turin, 47 years old, would do Botox injections like fillers, lifts, all sorts of crazy, spa-like medical treatments, but he'd do it for like a third of the cost it generally cost you.
Yeah, $350. Well, people thought it was weird, so the cops sent somebody undercover in to investigate. And while there, they saw Nelson injecting Botox, drinking Four Loko.
Hell yes, man. Hell yes.
It's the official drink of Florida.
It's the official drink of getting Botox.
I'm sorry, but if you're in this spa, which I guess supposedly to this story is a legit spa, if you're in there, one, if you see the guy injecting Botox drinking, you're like, that's kind of weird.
That don't seem right.
Then, if he's drinking Four Loko, why are you still there? That is like, anybody drinking Four Loko, you just turn around and leave.
I think at that point, like, it's just like Florida kicking in, and all Florida residents are like, this is fine. The house is on fire. It's like that meme with the dog. Like, this is fine.
Also, not a doctor.
Oh, no.
I know, shocking, right? So shocking. So he was arrested. He had Botox, lidocaine, and other substances on his person. He was arrested back in March. It's Florida, So he'll probably be out injecting Botox in, what, 2 weeks?
No, he probably already is returning to the Botox and Bubbles parties. Now, according to Detective Bruno, and this quote is quite funny. Hold on, let me find it. He says, what we learned through our investigation was the Botox was for clients. The Bubbles, that was for the client and the doctor. Well, I say doctor very loosely.
Oh, thank you, Florida, for being Florida. Coming up next, we're going to talk E3. It's going digital. We got some details on the way. Here's Green Day. It's Brain Stew and Jaded. Rock 106.1.
Morning, everyone. Our boss is up and at 'em.
What's up, Aaron?
Actually, speaking of Green Day here, so I hosted trivia last night at the draft room at Berwick, and one of the questions was about Green Day.
Yeah.
It was a question about the drummer. Like, Trey Cool is obviously the drummer of this band. These two former drummers were the original drummer for which band. So, I mean, it gave you 3 context clues of here's 3 drummers that previously drummed for this band. No one got it right.
I had one person get that right. I had that same round. I had one person get that right. I mean, it's like anything Green Day, you think Billy, you know, and it's like Trey and everybody else. You're like, okay, was it Mike? Dirnt?
Mike Dirnt,
yeah. So it's like you know those names, but you don't know those names.
When it comes to Green Day, though, his name is Trey Cool.
Trey Cool, yeah.
Like literally, I mean, it's not like it's Eddie Smith. I mean,
True.
Trey Cool is literally one of the best drummer names of all time. How do you not know that's associated with Green Day? I let everyone know how disappointed I was in them for not getting that right.
Yeah, last night trivia is weird. It was full, but not. I ended up only up having 4 teams, and the scores after I think I sent it to you after the second round varied from 40 to 6 points. It was a rough night.
What did your winning team have?
112. Dude, this is the all-star trivia team. We host trivia multiple nights with multiple nights a week. This team comes out to 3 of those nights. I mean, this is why I write 3 to 4 games every week, because I know they're there. I can't have the same game.
Right.
Not that it would matter. They get them all right usually anyway. It's just a great team. They have a diverse group, and it's like they have specialties. You know, they're coming in. My job is music. My job is current events. I'm your sports guy. So, and it's true because it's like we had a sports round last night, and you had a guy on the team going, "All right, I got this." So
yeah,
but they're just damn good.
All right, guys. So we got 2 more breaks this hour. We're going to talk about E3, Electronic Entertainment Expo. E3 is the standard when it comes to talking about. Thank you for doing that. Is the standard when it talks about like video game news. So it's like the big. It's the Super Bowl of when it comes to video game news. You get all the trailers. You get to find out when the biggest games of the year are going to get released. It's quite a big deal.
Yeah.
So it was canceled last year for obvious reasons. Now it's back. It's going to be all digital. And because of this, I've put together a little quiz. And Cotter, I know, is not the biggest video game fan, but I think I've made it just about, and no offense, dumb enough where I think you'll do pretty well.
You child-proofed this quiz.
I tried my best, but I honestly feel like you're going to tank it.
All right. We'll see. We'll see.
Now, you just brought it up. You said you were going to test me until I flipped it on you.
Yeah.
You said you had an idea.
I was going to do video game theme songs, and you had to guess the game. I may save that for later.
Yeah,
we'll get to that later.
Gibby says, got to find out about when Halo Infinite officially comes out. They keep pushing it out. Yeah, I mean, face it. It looked bad. It looked really bad. I mean, people hammered the developers so badly on how bad the game looked that they were like, yeah, we're going to delay it.
Let's do something with that.
All right, so we have about 45 seconds before we jump into that. Next hour, we have Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. Also, in the 9 o'clock hour, we have the return of the Mac, which is our Mac, from Bob 106.9 with Chicks on Dudes. I almost have all the questions ready. I was going through a couple of them that were sent in, and they were a bit lewd. So I had to clean up the language a little bit.
Fair enough. People getting frisky.
People are getting a bit frisky. There's like one generic one. I started off slow.
Okay.
And then it gets real weird.
All right, guys, be right back. Thank you guys for hanging out this morning. Happy Wednesday. Got some news about E3 yesterday. This year's event is going digital, which is better than last year's option because it was canceled because of the pandemic. Well, the Electronic Entertainment Expo going to take place June 12th through the 15th. And so far, some of the big names attending the event or being part of it: Nintendo, Xbox, Capcom, Konami, Warner Brothers, and more. However, Sony, not on the list.
I don't think Sony's going to waste their money because, I mean, the E3 guys, they make, these big companies pay to be a part of it. So I think Sony's probably going to skip it and just do their own thing, which they kind of did last year anyway. But there's also some other big companies that aren't a part of it. I mean, EA, Square, Sega, Tencent, 505, Activision, all not going to be a part of E3 as of yet. I mean, they still may come on. We have a few months before this thing happens, but it should be interesting for sure because E3 has always been an in-person event. Now it's all digital and free.
Yeah, that's the cool part about it. It is free, and the website promises live press conferences and a 4-day-long video stream, but they really didn't give you too many other details outside of that. So I'm sure they're still trying to figure stuff out. And, maybe some of those other big names will pop in. They said this was the early commitment list. There could be more as it gets closer. So I don't know, man. I always kind of like checking it out. Anyway, it's always kind of fun to get some new information. So the digital side of it's pretty cool.
It's the Super Bowl of video game information. I mean, it's a huge video game dump where it tells you all the release dates, shows you all the new trailers. It definitely gets you hyped for all the games you're going to be buying around Christmas time.
All right, so you put together a video game pace quiz. Here, let me give you that mouse.
Okay.
All right, so that's correct? Wrong. There you go. There's your buzzers. First one's correct.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you.
Oh, sure. So we've got a video game-based quiz that Marshall put together for me. Is it the standard 10-question pop quiz?
It is a standard. Yeah, we'll do 5 this break, and then we'll do 5 on the other side of our break here. But are you ready?
I'm ready
All right.
to fail.
I think these are going to be so easy. It'll be sad if you get them wrong.
I was going to say, by the way you're selling this, how easy it's going to be.
Right.
When I get them wrong, I'm going to feel like a dumbass.
All right, well, let's start. Question number 1. Cotter.
Yes.
What is Mario and Luigi's last name?
Mario.
Yippee! Nailed it.
Yeah, I know that one. That one. Okay.
All right, okay. Question number 2, I specifically wrote for you.
Dear God.
Who is the main character of both Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2 in the series as a whole? Cotter, you've spent hundreds of hours playing Red Dead Redemption 2. What is the main character's name?
I have no idea.
Take a guess.
I don't. Stan Blackwell.
Oh, no, Cotter.
I have no idea.
Dutch Vanderlyn.
Yeah, no. I mean, now that you say it, yeah, but I would never have got that.
All right, 1 for 2. 1 for 2.
All right.
All right, question number 3 for Cotter. Testing him on video games because of the recent news of the E3 conference happening this year. What is the EA Sports slogan?
It's in the game.
Yippee! All right, nailed it. Congratulations. Question number 4. I love this one. Name one character in a Sonic game not named Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, no. Oh, dear God. The egg guy. Jim Carrey.
Oh, no, Cotter. You were thinking of Dr. Eggman.
That was it.
You could have gone with Tails or Metal Sonic or Knuckles or Amy Rose or Fang the Sniper, Charmy the Bee, Big the Cat, Chaos.
I've never played one Sonic game in my life.
All right. You're hitting
50-50.
Yeah, you're hitting 50% right now. Let's do one more question. And then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back with some more video game questions for you. Marshall has a tattoo on his left arm of Zelda. What's the title of the game it's based on?
Oh, no.
That's not the answer.
I know it's not.
Once again, I showed off my tattoos here.
Is it called the Triforce? Do I at least get that right? Is that what the thing's called?
Yes. In the middle of my arm?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't even answer.
Okay.
I didn't even answer.
All right, go ahead and answer.
I don't have it.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
Zelda,
no.
Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild.
Never have got
wow,
that.
that's okay, Cotter. Not doing great. 2 out of 5. Testing your video game knowledge this morning because of the E3 conference that was announced yesterday.
I have no video game knowledge.
The second half's going to get even better.
Oh, dear Lord. All right, we'll continue next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Oh.
All right, so we'll go right into this.
Yeah, sure thing, man. Well, you got EA Sports, so obviously you played some Madden.
Yeah, I mean, Madden, I love
it's in the game.
NBA Live 95, 94. I
Sega
know.
Genesis?
No, it was on Nintendo. That was like the first basketball game I really got into. It was so much fun.
Okay. Gibby was literally screaming at you, Tails, Dr. Robotnik! Dr. Eggman!
Man, I never played one. I've never played Sonic.
I could honestly hear him screaming that through the chat. It was definitely ugly there. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging out this morning for the Cotter and Marshall Show. Sandy Lynn goes, Cotter got 2 more than me. See?
Yes.
Oh, look at Sandy. She continues with the say something nice about Cotter game.
She's always got something. No, okay. So I told Sandy, since we call her Mamacita, next time I go over to IDC, I'm going to have Eddie Guerrero's theme song playing. I'm going to walk in like Eddie does to the ring.
Well, if you do it with your clothes on, then that's an issue. You need to have your shirt off.
Well, see, is it okay to walk into IDC playing loudly? We lie, we cheat, we steal. Probably not the best. Will they kick me? Will they let me in? I don't know.
Well, the good thing about IDC is they have that electric door. They have to buzz you in.
I'm just gonna be standing there pounding on it.
Yeah, if you have your shirt off with like a boombox playing, they're probably not gonna let you in the store.
I'll press my nipple up against
unless Sandy. It's like a cable guy. Steven!
Oh, Sandy will be like, she'll look up and be like, I don't know him.
Yeah, nah. I don't know. I think Sandy'd be into it.
Oh, man.
And now her bosses, probably not.
No.
Yeah, her bosses would definitely call the police on you.
He'd hand us, drinks, and then he'd call the
Yeah,
cops.
he'd get us real drunk. Sandy she screamed yes. Gibby goes, well, they won't get too close to you or to kick you out, social distance.
That's true.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Well, to be honest, Cotter has been vaccinated. Oh, wait, you've only got half a vaccination.
Half vaccination. Mm-hmm. 24th is my next one.
Gross. You're disgusting, dude.
So my kid reached out the other day, the one at college that I got to pick up over the weekends, like, hey, I might be able to get vaccinated. The one shot on Friday. Should I do it? I'm like, no, because the one shot wiped my wife out the next day. I'm like, you are helping move your crap from your dorm. You'll get the shot when you get home.
Sandy Lynn goes, I have the code. We'll totally let you in. Mamacita. Wanda goes, Cotter needs to wear his new wrestling persona shirts. Yes. El Lubricato.
We need one. So Friday on the show, we don't have the El Lubricato shirt, but I am going to wear the only pair of tights we've got in the house, which are bright green. I'm going to wear my wrestling boots. And
I've seen you wear these tights before once, and honestly, I don't need to see them.
No, but you're going to. All day.
Let's just say Cotter's got some curves. Waist below.
In all the wrong places. But no, so I got to get in WrestleMania mode. So
you're gonna wear like a wrestling T-shirt, right?
I'm gonna wear. So I have one of
because you look like a deranged elf if you just came in with boots and those green tighties.
No, so I have I could wear. I've got Finn Balor shirt, but no, I was gonna wear I've got to keep Savannah Wicked shirt that I wear when I wrestle with the sleeves cut off and the collar cut off of it. I was gonna wear that.
Oof. Ooh. That is such an outfit.
Yes. I wish I had like black or red tights because the green really clashes.
I don't know if you can tell. Honestly, just thinking about that outfit is making me nauseous.
This could be the worst. This could be worse than any Torture Tuesday you've ever sat through.
The thing is, we want people to watch the stream,
and they will watch it because of this. Because they're gonna be like, I gotta see.
Are you thinking this? Are you
drunk? No. I'm not thinking it's good. I'm thinking they're gonna be like, I need to see how big of a
bad
he looks.
It's so bad.
No. I get it. It's a train wreck.
Can you bring a change of clothes? Can you just wear the outfit for like 5 minutes and then go change and come back?
No, whole show, man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be. I'll just do a lot of this.
We literally have our friend Mike from Moon River coming in.
No!
You're gonna wear that in front of him?
Yes, I am.
Gibby goes, haters gonna hate.
Damn right.
Oh, yeah. So just in case you guys, we didn't say this yet, Mike Livings, he is from Moon River Brewing, obviously right there on Bay Street. He's going to be coming down for beer for breakfast this coming Friday. Also, fun fact, we have the fine folks of New Realm coming in, hopefully soon.
Did you make it happen, maybe?
Sort of.
All right, cool. We'll be right back.
Cotter and Marshall. Rock 106.1.
Thanks to everybody hanging out on the stream today. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. So E3, it is the Electronic Entertainment Expo. It is happening this year, June 12th through the 15th. It's going to be all virtual. It's going to be completely free. Mm-hmm. And because of this news, Marshall has challenged me to a video game quiz. And proving that I know nothing about video games, I am 2 out of 5.
Yeah, you're currently 2 out of 5 correct. Our last question was, Marshall has a tattoo of Zelda. I have a sleeve on my left arm. I asked him, what's the title of the game it was based on? Breath of the Wild. You didn't get that right. Kind of embarrassing.
How is that embarrassing? How would I know?
Dude, you've hung out with me for Zelda? 7 years, and you don't know?
So, when that's not the original tattoo you got of that, right? Because you and I got tattoos together years ago, and you got the Triforce.
Yeah, I got the Triforce on my arm.
That's not the same one, is it?
Yeah, that's the same one.
Oh, is it the same one? Oh, no, you got
that's just reworked.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
I got that little symbol.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. Question number 6 in our video game quiz for Cotter.
Coming back.
Question number 6, it's multiple choice, so you got a chance.
No, I don't.
What is the highest selling video game of all time? Is it Tetris, Minecraft, or Grand Theft Auto 5?
I'm going to say Tetris.
What?
What is it?
Minecraft.
Are you serious?
200 million copies sold for Minecraft. Doesn't your kid play that game?
She did.
Yeah.
We bought it and then went to waste.
I think you got this one. All right, let's move on to question number 7. You're currently 2 out of 6. In Mortal Kombat, what is the finishing move of all characters known as?
Fatality.
Yeah,
Woo!
Nice.
Woo!
Cotter coming through. All right, you're 3 for 7 now. Not too shabby.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see if you can come around. Hey, staying positive. Be nice to Cotter Day. Question number 8. What was considered the first video game ever?
Pong?
Okay.
All
right, Cotter's coming back.
All right, because I remember Pong.
Yeah. You're currently 4 for 8. 4 for 8. You're back to 50%.
Just give me one more.
All right, question number 9. What is the lead character's name in the Halo series?
Master Chief.
There you go, man.
All right.
You're over 500.
I can end at 500. I'll take it. All right, go ahead.
All right, and I think you have a chance to jump over the 500 leap. Our final question, this video game quiz for Cotter, because of E3's big announcement yesterday, all virtual, all free, happening June 12th through the 15th. Cotter, your last question, the video game quiz. In which game did Mario first get sleepy and take a nap when the player was idle?
Oh, well, I'm going to say Mario Brothers 3.
Super Mario 64.
Okay.
Yeah, if you just we were playing the game and just put the controller down, Mario would literally lay down and fall asleep if you didn't touch the controller after a while.
Lazy ass Mario.
Well, you wound up being 50%, 5 out of 10 there.
You know what? I'll take it because I didn't expect to do that well. So
no,
I'm okay with 5.
I actually wasn't expecting. I was honestly guessing under 50%. So that was a revelation for me as well.
All right, coming up top of the 8 o'clock hour, got an update about the local Savannah Pro Hockey team. They had a virtual meeting yesterday. Your wife was there, took notes.
Hey, she took notes for me.
It's crazy.
Wild.
So, top of the hour, we've got that. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Rock.
Let's see. Sean goes, for at least a second, people will watch on Friday. They might shut it off instantly, but you'll get them clicks. And then Gibby goes, Cotter clickbaits.
Yeah, buddy.
Talking about Cotter's outfit that he plans on wearing.
Yeah, like I said, I wish I had black tights because they would match.
Me too. No, trust me, me too. Gibby knew the Minecraft question, and Sandy goes, Marshall should mimic Seamus on Friday, y'all, please. He just, I saw a picture of him recently. He has a mohawk or something, right?
Yeah.
Probably can't pull that off.
Can't lose the mullet yet. Got a year and a half still to grow.
Got a while. Got a while left on this thing.
When do you regret that decision? Or have you already started?
Probably. Let's just say probably. All right, guys, that wraps up technically the 7 o'clock hour. Obviously, on the stream, we're here hanging with you. We need to answer the internet. I don't think we've actually had an answer the internet question today.
It's been a busy show.
Before we jump into answering the internet, which this question is awesome, just a quick breakdown of the rest of the show. As Cotter mentioned, the Savannah Pro Hockey team, they had a Zoom-only session for season ticket holders. I was actually working last night, but my wife was able to take part in it. She took some notes for me so we could bring them to you. Also, have a great story in regards to driving distractions, and then we'll play some trivia to wrap up the 8 o'clock hour. Mac is in the 9 o'clock hour for Chicks on Deuce. She also has a random story that we need to talk about as well. So that kind of wraps the show up on your Wednesday, just to give you guys a heads up of what you can expect coming up. So let's go ahead and answer the internet. We're currently in commercials here at Rock 106.1 in Savannah, Georgia. Answer the internet. It's a fun little game we played during the breaks. Cotter.
Yes.
If you could pick any sidekick, who would it be? And the picture is outstanding. So there's a little Chewbacca, there's a Robin, and there's a mini-me. So, Cotter, once again, if you could choose any sidekick from any, let's just say, any entertainment property, from comic books to TV to movies, who would you choose?
I mean, I think I got to go with Chewbacca. I mean, I need some muscle, need the heater, and the dude's going to be loyal. He's always going to have your back. He's going to be able to kick some ass, rip arms off of animals and other creatures.
He's very loud.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the loud. I think Chewbacca's the best choice, man.
Okay.
He can fix stuff for you. He's a mechanic. He can fly ships. It's the way to go.
I don't know why immediately when I asked this question. Once again, guys, drop your answers in the comment section on the live stream, please, and we'll read them out and talk about them. If you could pick any sidekick, who would it be? I kind of want to choose either Rocket Raccoon or Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I get that.
Rocket could bring a lot to it, a lot to the team up of me. Me and Rocket, just he has big guns. He can make stuff.
Yeah.
He would constantly hate me, so I wouldn't have to talk to him too much. And then Drax would just be fun because I know he could just mess stuff up for me.
Yeah, that's
and I
true.
wouldn't have to really explain myself too much. I'd be like, that tree's talking about you. And he would go and kill it for me. Gibby goes Navi from that's Legend of Zelda. You wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
Actually, Navi's just very annoying.
Okay.
Yeah, just very, very annoying. Hey! It's really annoying.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Wanda says Stewie Griffin. That would be a good choice.
That's funny. I like that.
Once again, feel free to drop in your answers for this question in the chat. If you could pick any sidekick, who would it be? Phil goes, War Machine. I've always loved that suit. Yeah? It's a solid suit. It's not the sleek, sexy Iron Man. It's got all those big-ass guns on the back.
Yeah.
All right, once again, thanks for hanging out, guys. Oh, Gibby said he'd choose Yoshi. You'd always have a ride with Yoshi.
True, man.
Yeah. He'd always be stopping to, jump and grab fruit, though. That'd be annoying. Probably get, a little seasick from all the jumping. Don't want to vomit on your Yoshi.
No, you don't want to do that.
Definitely can't do that. So you're 2 days away from taking off to grab your kid up in Kenton, Ohio. Obviously have a busy day today, I'm sure. Outside of me taking you to drop your car off because your car is already blown up.
Little garbage.
Yeah. What else you got planned for the day?
Today is all about nap, man. That is all it's about. We got a thing at 11:30, so we'll take care of that, and then it's heading home, most likely in a station vehicle, and sleeping.
Feel free to take the rock vehicle.
You're gonna have to, and then get up tomorrow and get some stuff done, or get up later tonight, get some stuff done. But yeah, today is going to be a lot of sleep.
Yeah, it was one of those nights where you lay down in bed and you immediately become more awake.
Yeah,
like I yawned 20 times. I'm like, here comes the sleep, and then I stayed up till 2 a.m. So
yeah, no.
Yep, one of those wild nights. But yeah, nap is definitely on the list for later today. But I got to send out a bunch of prizes. So that's what I plan on.
That's good, though.
I plan on doing. I'll be calling a bunch of people, asking for email addresses or addresses, and then sending out a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Or I could skip all that, just go home. Probably need to do it.
Thankfully, doing the split shift on Tuesday because of trivia, I got back here and I got a lot of crap done. So I'm pretty much ahead of the game heading into the weekend leaving. So that's nice. So outside of getting the show ready for tomorrow, doing some log stuff, I don't have a whole lot to do. It has to be done tomorrow.
I really need to mow my lawn. Like, it's on the precipice of probably getting a letter from the HOA.
Okay.
Yeah, so I probably should mow my front yard.
Yeah, I'm probably, unfortunately, going to have to do that Sunday because my yard can go about 2 weeks. I can go about every other before I need to mow it again. It's been every other, so I'm going to have to mow it again.
Yeah. Sean goes, I think I'm going to rock my Keep Savannah Wicked shirt today.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm hoping. So I found a guy in Statesboro through a buddy of mine named Chris Mickle, and this guy in Statesboro apparently does low-run shirts at a very affordable price.
Okay.
So, haven't reached out to him yet, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to use this gentleman to do some small amount of shirts when it comes to the show.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I like it.
Yeah, because I mean we've reached out to some companies in and around the area, and they're just so pricey.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, especially if you're wanting to, personalize stuff. Like when we did the Keep Savannah Wicked shirts. You want something cool on the shirt, so you're doing all of that. You got the initial setup fee. If you got fee to get everything done, so adds up quick, man.
Yeah, the thing is like they love to charge you for the shirts.
Yeah,
but like I think I've used people where I've actually been able to buy like, you go to Walmart and spend $4 and get a soft T-shirt that fits well. So I'm hoping to see if I can just do something like that and cut down my costs big time.
That makes sense.
Oh, guys, breaking news. Our manager's meeting has been canceled.
Yes.
Officially canceled.
Yeah, asking for a top 5.
A-Dub says, please reply all and submit your top 5 things you are working on. You're going to do it right now?
Yeah, why not?
Show off.
Got some time.
Well, share with the class, man.
Collecting interviews for the Heritage Wrap-Up Show that will happen next weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on our sister station, Rewind 107.9. I'll be hanging out with the Tom Kinder, who is the voice of the Cincinnati Bengals, their stadium announcer.
I know him.
Daniel Court. They host the Wrap-Up Show every year. I get to sit there and be their board op, make sure it's on the air. So I'll be doing that each night next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So collecting interviews for the Wrap-Up Show, number 1.
Yeah. So the boss is actually watching right now. I don't even think you have to email this. I think you hit Aaron, go ahead and just write these down.
I don't have them all ready yet. So I had a couple that I know. So yeah.
Well, we got a few minutes, and we do have a few minutes. That's correct, right?
Yeah, we've got another
Okay.
song.
Let's go ahead and answer another internet question. If you had the ability to spray like a skunk, what type of smell would you want it to be?
What the hell is that?
It's honestly one of the better questions we've answered on this game. Once again, guys, if you had the ability to spray like a skunk, what type of smell would you want it to be?
Barbecue.
Beef tacos.
Yeah.
From Taco Bell.
Really?
Yeah, I just want that.
That's your go-to?
That beef. Yeah, I want people to know there's a smell in the room, but it to be oddly pleasant. Because when you're eating like a beef chalupa or something, you're like, this is good. I mean, it's like you're not going to eat something that's stinky and put in your mouth. Charles goes, Chanel number 5. Let's see. Sandy goes, she's sharing what she's doing. She goes, work for me all weekend, getting prepared for our big event. If anyone is looking for any type of jewelry, come see me at IDC this weekend for our huge spring sale. We highly recommend that. Sean said he's making coffee, making breakfast, feeding the dog, taking my beater into the shop. Oh, do you have Cotter's car as well?
Sucks, doesn't it?
And getting ready for work. There's my 5.
See, Aaron, you're getting everybody's top 5.
Yeah.
Getting everybody.
Actually, yeah. Everyone drop in your top 5. I need to hear from Gibby, and I need to hear from Phil. Wanda, what's your top 5? Charles Taylor, I'd spray all my buddies to get them in trouble with their wives. Sean goes, I would want smoking ribs or brisket for my spray smell. That's a good, it's a great question. If you, once again, guys, drop your answers into the chat on top of your top 5s. If you have the ability to spray like a skunk, what type of smell would you want it to be?
Yeah, I'm going barbecue, man.
Is there a spray that smells like work? Because if so, I'd just shoot it towards Jake Thompson and he'd never show up. Sorry, that was our daily make fun of Jake Thompson. That was a good one. I had fun. Aaron says, I'm working on a concert. Sure you are, pal. Sure you are. Sean says, I picked up a little 99 Civic to keep the mileage down on my truck. Need a rear wheel bearing replaced. And then it's going to be some sort of sensor. You know, the solenoids are going to go bad. Am I right, Cotter?
The solenoids, man.
Damn solenoids, man.
I've had them replaced 3 times. And I'm guessing that's going to be the problem again. And I just had them replaced in February. Something tells me there's something else wrong with my car. I still owe money on it, too. God dang it.
How much money you got left on it?
Too much.
I do, honestly. So we sent a little message over to Chatham Parkway Subaru.
Yeah.
They're not on the air with us here at Rock 106.1. Cotter and I sent a message over to the guys over there.
Yeah.
They need to come on, and they need to give you a car.
Hey, you get a car. You get a car. Yes, they should totally do that.
I mean, check out the notes that she took 2 pages worth of notes last night.
Is that all you have to read them off of, or do you actually have the notes?
I took pictures of her notes off my phone so I could just read them. I wasn't gonna rewrite them.
Well, no.
Yeah.
I just figured you'd actually bring the notes in. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to read on your phone.
Well, no. It'll be fine on my phone. I don't need bifocals yet, old man.
Hey, it'll happen. And they're progressive.
Oh, sorry, they're progressive. They just make that name up so you don't feel old for buying bifocals.
It doesn't work.
These are progressives.
All right, 10 seconds, guys. Be right back.
The Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Good morning. Welcome to the 8 o'clock hour here on your Wednesday Cotter and Marshall Show. Check out the stream. Hang out with everybody. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. Now, October 2022. Can't come soon enough. Savannah is getting a pro hockey team. This is going to be so awesome. We've talked to the guys who are involved with the whole thing. They're super cool.
Yeah.
Can't wait to really just dig into the area and become part of the community. Really looking forward to it. And last night, they had a online meeting with season ticket holders.
That's right.
Which you are a season ticket holder.
What's up? I'm rich.
And your wife attended this meeting and took massive notes.
Yeah, she took like 2 pages. I'm showing it on the stream right now. Like, there's 2 pages of notes. Like, I didn't want to rewrite them. I just took pictures of them when I was at the kitchen table last night. So I guess the biggest things to hit on is, first and foremost, the team name. Remember they did the team name contest and it ended just before St. Patty's Day? Well, apparently they have narrowed it down to 4 or 5 names. They're still doing research like on trademarks and stuff.
Yeah.
But they still didn't give a timeline on when they plan on announcing the name. But they have narrowed it down 4 to 5 names. You think the sooner the better when it comes to getting the team name out so they can start selling merchandise. So I would imagine here in the very near future, we are going to know the name of the newest sports franchise here in Savannah.
Now, I'm guessing they haven't released the 4 or 5 they've narrowed it down to.
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
They've just kept it down to, and it's not Buddy McButtfaces, which our stream is screaming right now. Obviously, this coming fall, and this is what Bob Arablo, the president of the team, told us in many interviews that we've had with him, is this coming fall, street hockey is going to start here in Savannah. They want to get hockey as a part of the community. So there's going to be a lot of situations where they have like a huge blow-up street hockey kind of arena. They'll be able to shut down streets and let the kids play street hockey to get them excited for hockey in general for when it begins next October. Hold on, I'm still reading my notes. Season ticket holders will obviously have the first shot at merch when it comes to the announcement of the team. Now, when it comes to the stadium or the arena downtown, they plan on having the roof completed by May.
Okay.
So it'll be fully enclosed by this coming May. And there's news that the very first concert in the arena may happen as early as next February.
Really?
Yeah. So obviously,
that's awesome.
The hockey team won't begin until next October, but the very first concert, they're saying, may happen as early as February. Now, there's tons of other notes for season ticket holders. If you're a season ticket holder, you're going to have a lot of sway. You're going to be able to get first shot at tickets for concerts and a lot of other things. And they actually have sold almost double the amount of season tickets Jacksonville,
wow,
which is a huge market here than they did there. I think they're almost up to 1,000 season ticket holders a year and a half out, as opposed to Jacksonville, who only got 500 before their very first season.
So does this kill the stigma that Savannah, you wait until the day of to buy tickets? I mean, this to me is like, we're ready to do stuff. Let's do stuff.
Yeah, I think essentially, yeah, that's exactly it. People are itching to go out and do anything. So if you want to be a season ticket holder, SavannahProHockey.com is the website that you want to go to. The moment you become a season ticket holder, Rishi, who's in charge of all the ticketing, he's an amazing guy. He'll reach out to you. And then they don't have a price yet on season tickets. I think the note here is there's going to be 36 games. Season tickets could be as low as $300 for one seat
That's not
for
bad.
an entire season, or up to $2,000, which I'm guessing are going to be more of your higher end, like box seats type of thing. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. Very excited for hockey coming to Savannah.
What's the first piece of merch you buy when it's available with the team name and logo?
I mean, you want to the first piece. I almost want to buy like a set.
Okay.
Like I want to go hoodie.
Yeah.
For the hockey, I want a hoodie, ball cap, t-shirt. Like those are the first three things. I don't think I'm going to run quite yet into the jerseys unless the jerseys are absolute fire.
Right.
And then I'll definitely get one.
All right. So I can't wait, man. We got a little bit still to go, but I think they're going to do a lot of things leading up to that October 2022 start date to where they really become part of the community. We'll definitely keep you posted. Coming up next, we're going to talk top driving distractions. Stick around. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Here's the Foo Fighters.
Sorry, a lot to get through here on the comments. Yes, my wife is very thorough when it comes to notes. She loves school. She is a champion of degrees. She has all of them.
It's handwritten?
Yeah.
What are you doing handwriting notes?
Yeah, Bob goes, so excited for this. Chris, yeah, we were talking about the Savannah hockey team. Agree with all that, Marshall, but if the logo is dope, jersey all the way. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, if the name is right and the jersey is straight fire, I'm buying. I mean, I might buy two jerseys. I mean, if the alternates, like the Vegas Golden Knights jerseys are insane.
Yeah.
Like, I love those jerseys. So if the colors are right, I think it's totally the way to go. Oh, one thing I didn't note in here that was on the notes. So obviously we need to connect ourselves to a pro hockey team.
Yeah.
They're not going to make that announcement until after this upcoming season. So it'll be probably this fall until we know what a major team will be affiliated with, because we will be in the ECHL. So
right. Okay.
Generally, we were told we get attached to teams that'll be in our kind of area of the country. So it most likely will be someone like the Florida Panthers or possibly the Hurricanes or whoever.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for them to get to the name. I think, obviously they know how important the name is, the logo is. And I think just locally, what the Bananas did with all of that, I think they really understand how important it's going to be. And I think as long as it's right, they're going to make so much money in merch.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be stupid.
Bob says no one on Savannah Bananas has anything to do with the hockey team, do they? No, this is a completely separate group. Although Bob has talked to Jesse. They've gone out and had dinners and stuff, and I'm sure they've kind of picked each other's brains when it comes to crossover stuff. So I'm sure they'll do some crossover stuff. It makes sense.
Oh, yeah, I think they will.
I don't think their seasons cross over, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So Bob goes, whoa. This is a legit minor league hockey. Yes, ECHL.
Yeah.
I guess it was assumed it was more like a Savannah Bananas type league. No, they're just a college bat league, which only has like 12 teams.
Yeah.
This is legit
ECHL
that will be connected to a pro hockey team. So yeah, I mean, we're getting some really cool sports coming into town. We were talking about top fives because our boss, he loves top fives. That's his one major thing when it comes to our managers meetings. He just canceled it. He wants us to email in our top fives, but we asked you guys to drop in your top fives. I think we need to go over them because these sound excellent. Let's go over Phil's first. Phil says spray smell would be a random every time. Ooh, yeah, like a little. It would be like
that was back to the question.
Yeah, going back to the little bean game.
Yeah.
My top five is work, relax on my Thursday and Friday off, gaming, football on Saturday. Ooh, Phil just committed to football on Saturday. Nice. And WrestleMania at the Boys. Is that good enough?
Sounds solid.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I like that.
Gibby, top five. Work on the kitchen. Paint, replace trim, resurfacing countertops.
He had top five in just his first one.
Yeah, Jesus,
overachiever.
Get van fixed. Timing belt package, water pump, power steering pump, side center door roller, fuse box assembly.
Holy damn.
What'd you get, Cotter's card and just steal it out of the parking lot?
He said he could take care of it.
And then his last three top fives are outstanding. Keep kids alive, keep wife alive, keep pets alive. You know what? Those are some solid top five.
Top five every day.
Yeah. Outstanding stuff, guys. Once again, thanks for chiming in. Wanda, we were top five. We need your top five, Wanda, for the day. Our boss wants to know what everyone's top five is, not just ours. I haven't done mine yet.
All right, guys, be right back.
Cotter and Marshall. Rock 106.1.
Get that stream. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe.
Why'd you sound like a strip club DJ?
Maybe I
Get that stream.
Maybe I was
April's coming to the stage.
Was in my past life.
Were you really?
I needed a side hustle. No, so I've never been a strip club DJ, but when I first got in the radio, I was a promotions intern. The promotions director worked as a strip club DJ on the weekend, and he said he made more money as the DJ at the strip club than he did working in radio at the time.
And still to this day, he makes more money doing that.
Anyway, so there's a recent survey done by Erie Insurance. It's conducted to support Distracted Driving Awareness Month. Now, according to this survey, over half the people they asked are planning a road trip, at least one, in 2021. Another 30% say they want to. It just depends on where the pandemic's at. Everybody just wants to get out and go do things.
I literally just set one up. I'm leaving at the end of the month to go to Charlotte.
I've got a road trip I don't want to take on Friday. Not that I don't want to pick up my kid. I just don't want to drive to Kent, Ohio. But the survey also got into what distracts us as drivers the most. And number one is just simple. It's things you see happening outside your car. I mean, it's everything from billboards to other people driving like idiots. If you see something going on just off the side of the road. But that was number one. 39% of people said things outside the car distract them the most.
Every single time a cop has someone pulled over, I look over and I'm like, sucker.
Dude, you gotta look.
Like, what'd they do? Are they outside the car? Do they got drugs?
Chances are yes. Number two on this list is passengers. 18% of the people said, people under 45 said kids are the main culprit. People over 45, much more likely to complain about their spouse or significant other, especially when they backseat drive.
Now, my wife literally looks at her phone for, like, if it's a 4-hour drive, my wife will look at her phone for 3 hours and 57 minutes. Like, it's not even a thing.
My wife doesn't necessarily backseat drive, but she doesn't pay enough attention to what's going on in front of us. So whenever she looks up and sees any sort of vehicle there, it's almost like, oh my God, why are we going to wreck? I mean, every time. And she slams on the imaginary brake.
Right. It's always the gas.
I'm like, we're not even, what are you doing? Why are you freaking out? We're not even close to that person in front of us.
I hate that too, because whenever that happens, when they go, look over like, oh my God, what's happening? Right? What am I missing?
Pay attention.
The worst.
Number 3 on the list, your phone. 18% said that. The top 5 things you do with our phones behind the wheel are use GPS.
Yep.
Take calls, make calls, check texts, and reply to text, which is, of course, a big no-no. Don't text and drive.
Well, I've never looked at my phone while driving, but my favorite thing to do while driving is to reply to emails.
So I get it, man. The phone is, I mean, I love the convenience of a phone. But yeah, man, behind the wheel, that's what makes me the most nervous when I'm out driving is just other people on their phones.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no way you're paying attention half the time.
Yeah, every moment, every time at a light when someone's not moving, they are looking at their phone.
All right, number 4 on this list, top things that distract us while driving, trying to eat or drink something.
I am the king of eating while driving. Not an issue.
Yeah, I got that down, man.
Also, there's food all over my car. That's why I need to have it clean. I'm sorry, man. I go to the Taco Bell drive-thru, and somehow 80% of the tomatoes that are on the taco are no longer on the taco 2 seconds later.
Are we talking Jake Thompson level or?
No. I clean my car out. Jake Thompson has created a new garbage dump. It is in the back of his car. He should just leave the windows open. I think seagulls would fly in.
Just come in and pick it up. Yeah. All right, the final thing on this list, the radio, apologies, or playing music, but that includes looking down to change the station. Just never do that. Keep on a Rock 106.1.
That's actually a good point, but more importantly, do you not remember what your presets are?
Yeah, I guess that's
true.
True.
What's your number 6 preset?
Number 6 is actually the competition, so I can kind of keep an ear on them.
Rewind 107.9 is my number 6 preset.
Okay.
Number 3, Hot 98.3. Number 2, Bob 106.9. Number 1, Rock 106.1. Yeah, bitch.
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Look at you
How
go.
do you not know your presets?
I don't know. I guess that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think I know where everything's in order. Rock is first, and then the rest of the stations go in order.
It's like a keyboard. It's like, you don't forget how to. I don't have to look at a keyboard anymore. I'm just do it, man.
Just do your thing. So there you go. The top things that distract us while driving. So if you're one of the majority of people planning a road trip in 2021, be safe. Come back. We need listeners. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about the 20th anniversary weekend that kicks off this Friday. Also, where Marshall is going to be Friday night and why I'm jealous.
It involves beer.
Oh, I'm so jealous. Details coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, got some more top fives for us to break down. Wanda says, she says it like a rapper. Shit. Stay sane, keep Bubba happy, pay bills, argue with hubby, and nap. That sounds like a day.
I like it.
Let's see. Gibby says, speaking of distractions, back of eyelids, major distraction. Yeah, you try not to drive and sleep. Those things don't exactly correlate. Kids are an interference because I can't reach back to smack them. Oh, solid point. Yeah, don't try not to smack your kids. Hey, that's why screens are such a weird thing nowadays because I never had a screen when I was I literally just looked out the window and like leaned my head up against it on any sort of road trip we took.
Yeah, well, we had a station wagon growing up, and it was when you can just lay the back down because you didn't need to wear a seatbelt, and we just kind of like put some sleeping bags down and some pillows, and we just kind of hang out. And road trip was awesome.
That's why you are able to sleep anywhere because you could sleep through a bumpy car ride.
Could be it, man.
Another top five here from Charles. He goes, 1, workout. Dude, you're always flexing, man. Always flexing. Let's see, which is already done. Nice. 2, get 2 new jobs going.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, you're going to get 2 new jobs? Come on, man. I get it.
3,
I get it.
Fill up truck with diesel and hope it's less than $100. Good luck. Number 4, try not to scream at anyone. I feel like you do that daily, Charles.
Fail at that.
And number 5, ice down beer for after track meet. I coach throwers. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Mine aren't as exciting as everybody's. Collecting the interviews for the wrap-up show, like I said.
Yeah. Finishing
up the 20th anniversary weekend, the programming for that. I got to do Sunday still. We're going to record Tales from the Bar a little bit later on today.
That's true.
Setting up a meeting with our hot sauce guy because we got a hot sauce guy.
Oh, yeah.
And getting my car fixed again.
You put that in your top 5.
I did.
Oh, man. Sean missed the hockey notes. It's coming. They almost have a name. And that's about it.
Yeah, I'm going all in that it'll be Spirits unless there's some sort of trademark thing somewhere. I just think that covers the drinking. It covers the haunted side. I think they're going to have a lot of fun with it. I bet it'll be Spirits.
I hope it's the Two Goes, which was mine, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I think they'll go more of a common name. But we'll see. I want to be surprised. Yeah, my top 5 today. Oh my gosh, prize redemption. I guess is what you'd want to call it. I have to send out a bunch of prizes. Had to purchase some stuff, so I did that. I don't know, man. I set up Tales. We have a Tales from the Bar segment. We have. I've got 3 people coming in.
Okay.
I found a podcast that's based on Tybee called
Awesome.
Behind the Bar Cast. The gentleman who hosts that is going to be coming in to obviously pimp his podcast, but also give us some tales from the bar. He's a really cool guy. And then I have Haley from the Draft Room coming in as well. So that'll definitely be on my list of things.
Nice. Yeah, I said something to Brad over at Oak last night, invited him in. Hopefully he'll swing by. I mean, he owns multiple bars, has been in the bar business, I think, most of his life. He should have some epic stories.
Yeah, Brad's awesome because, I mean, this dude never sleeps. He's constantly working.
Never. DJing, cooking, wait staff, whatever needs to get done, man. Oh, we got trivia coming up. Got trivia coming up, guys. Hopefully somebody calls in.
Does Sean have an analog dial trying to find the radio station? Possibly. He said he owned that crappy Honda earlier. So Rock 106.1 was always my favorite 6 because 6 is my favorite number. There you go.
I like it.
Oh, Sean goes, I have tried and tried. I just can't find Rock 106.1. Because you live in Minnesota, man. That's kind of the reason why. All right, I am set for trivia. How much time do we have?
5-ish minutes.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to jump out and wrap up what I was working on.
Okay.
And if for some reason I'm not in this room, text me on my phone.
Okay. For some reason, I don't trust Marshall. Well, he's up to something, and he will not tell me what it is. He's editing something, so I'm already not liking this. Oh, Bob there is old school country. That's funny. But no, I don't trust. He's up to something shady, and it's probably not good for me, which I don't like. All right, we're going to get into Ghost and Square Hammer. After that, we will talk about where Marshall's going to be this weekend. We'll talk about 20th anniversary weekend, and then, of course, we will get into some trivia today. If you'd like to play, get ready. Yeah, no, that's good there. No, my birthday's not until November, so it's not that. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something's going on. I don't like it. All right. So, God, man, the show is flying by today. Chicks on Dudes, top of the hour. Mac for Bob 1069. We'll have those questions for her. Tell her story about getting held at gunpoint. Probably only have a couple questions for Marshall's Music News today because we're going to have Mac hang out for an extra hour. Yeah, and that's it, man. Tomorrow, Voodoo Jack's going to be in studio. They've got their next big event coming up Friday night at the Southbound Brewing Company. I'm bummed I can't be there. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's a big Royal Rumble type event, 30-man over-the-top Rumble. They're going to have their first ever women's match, so that should be great. I was doing some research and watching video of who they're having come in. They're great wrestlers, so that's going to be a lot of fun. If you've never done an indie wrestling show, it is worth checking out. I mean, even when it's bad, it's good, but CEW is not bad. They've got high-quality wrestlers. They put on great shows. The matches are thoroughly entertaining. Plus, it's at a brewery, so you can just sit there and drink and watch the wrestling. So if you get a chance, check them out this Friday. I think bell time is 7 o'clock. Plus, you get the Royal Rumble match, man. That's going to be a lot of fun. So Voodoo Jack going to be in tomorrow to talk about that. He and I are going to go head-to-head in some WrestleMania trivia since that's coming up this weekend. Loser gets hit with a kendo stick. Still debating on whether I'm going to take it easy on him if I win. So maybe he doesn't kill me as much next Tuesday when I have to do Torture Tuesday. My childhood runs one back home in Florida. He loves it. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. It's really, honestly, a good time. So Voodoo will be in tomorrow, masked up and ready to go. By mask, I mean just his mask, because he is a masked luchador. I don't think he's signed the wall yet either, so we'll have to have him sign the wall. All right, we got about a minute and a half. Marshall's still out doing something shady. Hopefully we'll figure out what that is eventually. Or maybe I don't want to know. Who knows? All right, guys, got about a minute 10. Get into this. 20th anniversary weekend. The big old remote Friday night at Debilation. Guy doing some weed whacking outside the studio. Not sure if you can hear it or not. Probably not. Sorry, I just have a tendency to put the microphone right in front of my face. Maybe it's better that way. I don't know. All right, we got about 30 seconds.
Ooh, chilly out there.
All right, guys, be right back.
The Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Good morning. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, coming up this weekend, starting Friday at 5 o'clock, it is a 20th anniversary weekend. That's right. This year, we celebrate our 20th anniversary here as a radio station debuted in the Low Country and Coastal Empire, February of 2001. So every weekend, between now and Labor Day, we're going to focus on a different year that Rock 1061 has been around. We started in 2001, so this Friday, going to have music at the top of the hour from the year 2001.
Yeah, we have a bunch of great tunes. You have a list over there. What can we expect to hear this weekend?
You got Seven Dust, the song Praise, Tantric and Breakdown, Slipknot, Left Behind, excuse me, some stuff from Blink-182, Rob Zombie, and still, I think my favorite song from 2001 that we just haven't played in a while that we get to play this weekend, Andrew WK and Party Hard.
That's such a great tune. I told you that story. I don't know if I've told it on the show or not, but I was in San Diego once, and Andrew WK walked into a brewery I was at covered in seaweed. He grunted like a madman for like 60 seconds. I walked to him. I'm like, dude, Andrew, you okay? And he just goes, ugh. He sat down. He chugged someone's beer, and then he ran out. Like he was on fire. And then I walked outside to look, and he fell directly into the bush where he laid for about 90 seconds, then got up and ran down the street. That is Andrew WK.
Was he wearing the typical white outfit?
Okay. Pure white, and he was wet. Like the seaweed was fake. It looked like it, but he was oddly just drenching wet. I don't know what he was doing.
That may be the best just random celebrity sighting story I've ever heard.
It made no sense. I was at Mission Brewery in San Diego, California for Comic-Con.
Yeah.
There. So, yeah. I don't know, man.
All right, that's awesome. All right, speaking of breweries, Friday night, you're going to be hanging out in Richmond Hill, grand opening of Debilation Brewing Company. This has been in the works for almost 2 years now. Pandemic slowed the process down. I'm just pumped, excited, and happy for the guys that they're able to open.
Yeah, Debilation is a crazy, like, Norse word. So it's like a Viking brewery. And
cool.
Dave, the former owner of Fiorua, he sold Fiorua to create this place, and he has done such an amazing job. I mean, just the photos of all the work he's put into it. I can't wait to check it out for myself. Crooked Pointers is going to be the rockabilly band playing live while I'm there. I broadcast live starting at 7 o'clock, but I think the doors are open. I think the ribbon cutting's at 4, and I think they probably open up shortly after that, start serving beer to everyone.
So that's coming up Friday night, Debilation Brewing Company grand opening, broadcasting live with Rock 1061. All right, coming back, we've got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. Here's Royal Blood, Trouble's Coming, Rock 1061.
Let's see. Our 1061 is Bob, and it's really old school country. Gibby said, have you thought about, instead of a boom, what about a table clamp stand? Clamp stands are terrible, man. Yeah, they immediately, they'll eventually move and sway, and they're bad.
Yeah. No, I was talking about how I have a tendency to do this.
Yeah.
I try not to. That's why I hold on to it, so I make sure it stays over here.
It looks better that way, actually. If you could just push it in front of your face. Yeah. The show got better. It's weird. Did you hear the show get better?
Man, how did we get so many more followers and people watching the stream so quickly?
Gibby says that was probably real seaweed. That's the weird thing, too. Real seaweed looks fake.
Yeah, some of it does, right? Legit. I love that story. That's such a great story.
It was silly, man. Completely silly. All right, have Mac's questions done. I had to go, retype them and take out the terrible stuff. Although the last one still has some slightly terrible stuff. It's a good one, though. Oh, there are the, speaking of, there's the questions in case you want to read them.
First one's just short and to the point.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, we with Chicks on Dudes today, we start off nice and slow. And then that last question is a bit of a doozy. But we have two big segments back to back here. We have excuse me. We have
Jesus.
Right?
What the F, man? Congratulations.
It's a common problem.
It is?
Yeah, for some people. Yeah, we have two big segments coming up. We have Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia? And then we have Chicks on Dudes with Mac. And then we'll actually keep Mac around for one additional segment. I think it was last week, Mac mentioned to us that she got held up like at gunpoint a few years back. So we need to hear this story, and we want to share it with you guys. So we're going to do that live on the air.
All right, guys, got about a minute to go. I'm going to hopefully get somebody to call in, play some trivia. What's on the line today?
On the line today, for you to win your choice of Pantera or Korn live stream codes.
Nice.
Pantera is this coming Friday. Korn is the following Friday. Not the following Friday, April 24th.
Okay.
Which is a Saturday. Jesus, I'm stupid. Really? Hold on. Let me check out dates. They're difficult. Yeah, I'm dumb. It's a Saturday. All right. Don't need this till later.
All right, about 30 seconds.
I would say my trivia questions today are easy.
Okay.
I would say that. So if you guys want to take on Cotter today, make sure to call in 1-800-394-1061. I think my questions personally are easy, possibly a win for you.
All right. We'll be right back.
Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Thanks to everybody hanging out on the stream and on the air. If you've not checked out the stream yet, you can do so Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, now is the time. Who's feeling good? Who's feeling like they got all kinds of knowledge? They're ready to spew out in all of us. It's coming up. Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort.
So this is a game of 7 questions in 60 seconds. You get a choice of taking on Cotter or myself, both community college dropouts, and all you need to do is be the first person to call in to take on one of us. That phone number, 1-800-394-1061. No matter what happens, whether you win, whether you lose, whether you tie with us, we're going to hook you up with a live stream code to check out Phil H. Anselmo, the former lead singer of Pantera, as he does a tribute to Pantera this coming Friday. Once again, a free live stream code that's worth like $20-25. Yeah. Or you get to choose Korn. They're doing a live stream event later on this month, Saturday, April 24th, called Monumental. Your choice. You get to choose pretty much Pantera or Korn just by taking on one of us. You get a free live stream code.
800-394-1061. Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard. Up next, Rock 1061. All right, whoever it is, hold on 1 second. We'll be right back to you. I just got to get everything situated here.
Cotter, man, thank you.
Cotter has to press buttons.
I got buttons. All right, man, what's your name?
My name's Nicholas.
Nicholas. All right, man, we got some trivia to play. Who would you like to take on, myself or Marshall?
I'll take on Marshall. He's a hard challenge.
Because Cotter's a layup?
Wait a second.
No, I'll probably lose to both of you, to be honest.
All right, here we go. I'm going to take my headphones off. We got the soundproof headphones I got to put on. Now, I've already lost, Nicholas. I can't hear you. I apologize. But I've already lost. So don't think you're going to get the first loss on my record. Someone's already got that.
All right, here we go. Nicholas, you know the drill. 7 questions, 60 seconds. If there's a question you don't know and want to pass, feel free to do so. And then if we have time, we'll come back to it. And your time will start after I finish question number 1. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. The wiki in Wikipedia comes from the Hawaiian word for what adjective?
Search.
Incorrect. G. Gordon Liddy passed away recently. He was perhaps best known for his role in what 70s political scandal?
70s Watergate?
Correct. Multiple choice. Who played attorney Joe Miller in the 1993 Philadelphia? George Clooney, Tom Hanks, or Denzel Washington?
Denzel Washington.
That is correct. In 2006, the Florida state legislature passed a bill announcing what as the state's official pie?
Peach? Cobbler, I guess.
Incorrect. In 2006, who became the first sitting U.S. vice president since Alexander Hamilton to shoot a man?
Pass.
Okay. Tell Me More is a refrain from what song on the Grease soundtrack?
That's Summertime Lovin'?
No, incorrect. Finally, real quick, This comedian starred in such 90s films as Biodome, Encino Man, and Son-in-Law.
What's that, Pauly Shore?
That is correct. All right, man, time is up. That is 3 out of 7. All right, Marshall's taking off the headphones. All right, man, Nicholas got 3 out of 7.
Okay.
All right, man, we're going to put you on hold. Hang tight. We'll be right back to you.
Gotcha.
All right, Marshall, here we go. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. In the wiki in Wikipedia comes from the Hawaiian word for what adjective?
What? Pass.
G. Gordon Liddy passed away recently. He was perhaps best known for his role in what 70s political scandal?
Watergate.
That is correct. Multiple choice. Who played attorney Joe Miller in the 1993 film Philadelphia? George Clooney, Tom Hanks, or Denzel Washington?
Denzel Washington?
That is correct.
Yes.
In 2006, the Florida state legislature passed a bill announcing what as the state's official pie?
Florida?
Florida.
Cherry?
Incorrect. In 2006, who became the first sitting U.S. vice president since Alexander Hamilton to shoot a man?
Dick Cheney.
That is correct. Tell me more is the refrain from what song on the Grease soundtrack?
Oh, my wife's going to kill me. Tell me more. I don't know. Pass.
This comedian starred in such 90s films as Biodome, Encino Man, and Son-in-Law.
Pauly Shore.
That is correct. Your time is up. That gives you 4.
Oh, I take the win over Nicholas.
You do.
All right. Sorry, Nicholas. Had to get back into the win column, man. I just feels good, though. I'm not going to lie. But here's the deal, man. We're going to hook you up with a live stream pass to check out either Pantera or Korn later on this month. So what's going to happen is we're taking down your number right now.
Got it.
We're going to call you after the show, and I'll get all your info and take care of you, okay?
Cool, man. I appreciate you.
All right. Thanks for calling in, Nicholas.
Thanks,
we
man.
appreciate
it.
Yeah, man. Good win, Marshall.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, here we go. Correct answers. The wiki in Wikipedia comes from the Hawaiian word for quick.
Okay, sure.
It's
I would have never got
short
that.
To the point.
Yep.
G. Gordon Liddy.
Like you having sex.
I don't have sex. G. Gordon Liddy passed away recently. Is best known for his role in the Watergate scandal. Yep. Philadelphia, Denzel Washington played the lawyer.
Pure guess. Never seen it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, it's a great movie. Florida state legislature says the key lime pie.
Oh, God damn it.
Right?
I should have known that.
I know.
I apologize.
Yes, Dick Cheney, the first sitting U.S. vice president since Alexander Hamilton to shoot a man. I think he got him in the ass while hunting.
Yeah, I just think of that Rage Against the Machine song. He's probably just listening to that when he shot him.
Tell me more comes from Summer Nights.
I would have never got that.
Okay.
Not a Grease guy.
One of my favorites. And Pauly Shore starred in
Crisco
Biodome,
guy.
Encino Man, and Son-in-Law. So we'll play again tomorrow. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Your chance to win. Brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, we're going to kill the chat, or not kill the chat. We're going to kill the audio on the stream for just a few moments so Cotter can edit up that stuff. I'll still be live on the camera, and I'll be talking to you guys via the live chat we have there. So anyway, there we go.
All right, cool.
Okay, back on the live stream with audio. Thanks for the lively chat there we were having involving fingers and, not fingers. Cotter, you missed out on that. Sorry, man. You'll have to go back and read it later. Yeah, so we actually, so I brought up a story that when I was a kid, I had a neighbor. He worked in there's some sort of I don't know, machinery plant of some sort.
Right.
And he lost a finger.
Ooh.
I think he lost his ring finger because he had his ring on, and a machine literally just yanked his finger right off. And as a kid, we have like two-hand touch football up at the school, and I remember he came back after a month gone, and he just had a finger missing. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, it's fine. All the pain is gone.
Right.
There's nothing." And he told me as a kid, he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "When you get older, think about losing a finger because I got $70,000 for his ring finger."
Dang.
And I was like, "That's well worth it." So I asked everyone in the chat. I go, "Would you lose a finger of your choice for $70K?" Which is actually a perfect answer to the internet question.
Interesting.
Phil goes, "Now I have Summer Night stuck in my head. Looks like I know what I'm watching after the stream." Yeah, without a doubt. Uh-oh, you got a good email there?
No.
Summer loving, having a blast. There's Mac. Cotter, you want to turn on Mac's mic there? Oh, I guess I should. There we go. We'll have to adjust the mic. Tim stole your mic holder. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's as good as it's getting. Move the mic out of your face. See, yeah, to your left or right. There we go, so people can see you. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mac from Bob 106.9 is in.
Morning.
Everyone's saying, Wanda says, Mac. Good morning, Mac, says Gibby. Aaron says, I'll keep my fingers and you keep your $70K. But seriously, if you had to lose one finger and you got paid $70K, you wouldn't take it?
Tempting.
What finger is the most expendable to you? Gibby said a pinky.
I think a pinky is expendable.
Just this?
I mean, ring finger maybe? Ring finger. Well, yeah, ring finger is the way to go.
Really?
Yeah, because you still have...
I'm thinking about gaming, though. I think that would be the most annoying thing when I'm playing a game. I don't think you use the... Sometimes there's back buttons.
I don't know.
Pinky or ring finger, maybe. I don't know.
The left ring finger.
The left ring finger. All right.
I'll be right back.
Have fun.
Interesting story though. So it was years ago, and my mom, I think it was her half sister that she met, and her husband missing all of these 3 fingers. So he was like the claw man.
Oh, he just had he
Yeah.
he was constantly like the surfer guy, just going, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah.
Let's see. Phil goes, can't afford to since I work exclusively with my hands. All right. Yeah, people think pinky. Want to say, yeah, pinky is ideal. And Wilborn just straight up goes, nope. I don't know. I mean,
pinky.
with 70K though, 70K is some good money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 70K can buy you a nice little or a good down payment on a future retirement condo.
Pay off my car and some of my student.
Right. It wouldn't pay off both? How much student debt do you have? Are you over 100K?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Seems like a lot. Oh, Cotter's carving up for the segment. You know it's going to be a good one. Mac, are you a hockey fan?
No.
I
don't know how else to answer that.
I appreciate your truthfulness, I guess.
Yeah. I've never gotten into it. I think I could be interested in it, but I've never gotten into it.
I think by the time that the Savannah team comes to town, Mac is going to be dating a hockey guy.
Meh.
I'm throwing it out there.
As long as he still has all of his teeth, I'm good.
Okay, so teeth is a big issue.
Well, yeah.
Okay, cool. Keep that keep that in mind because we have some questions that could possibly that could be an answer to. Gibby goes, I know a guy missing his left thumb, and he's still a bodybuilder. Don't know if he got a payout though. Damn. Man, a thumb is pretty important though. I want $150K for a thumb, $70 for a pinky. Yeah. Oh, Gibby goes, what about fake teeth? Gibby, hold on, man. We're gonna be talking about this here in a minute. So coming up here, how much time we got, Cotter?
We still got
lots of time.
We just hit the commercial.
Oh, okay. So coming up here in just a little bit, we'll be doing Chicks on Dudes. We have 3 stories for Mac, and then I think we're going to make Mac stick around for just a few minutes longer, just so she can tell us a story about how she got held up at gunpoint.
Yeah. That was interesting.
What year was it? We'll get to the story later, but what year was it?
I believe it was 2017.
Okay. So it was pretty recent. Thanks for that.
Feels like just yesterday.
Thumb you got to have for game controllers. Exactly. All right, so let's go ahead and answer the internet while we have a minute. This is going to be a great one for Cotter. Once again, we play Answer the Internet between the commercial breaks here at the Cotter and Marshall Show. $20 million for your thumb, Aaron? Jesus Christ. Ain't that good. Chris goes, they aren't really a hockey player if they have all their teeth. Oh, good point. You could, however, get your big toe sewn on to replace it. Yeah, that's weird. I've seen that before. That is really weird. All right, Cotter, answer this question. Pay attention. Here we go. How long could you go sober for?
What's sober?
What you are when you wake up on Wednesdays.
No, I mean, I don't know, however long needed. If somebody said, if a doctor came to me tomorrow and said you can never drink again, it will kill you. Okay, fine, I won't drink again.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't sneak one in?
No.
What? Why are you laughing?
You would sneak one in.
I would if the doctor was like, literally the next drop of alcohol kills you.
Well, if he's that extreme, it makes it really easy not to do it.
Right.
But I mean, it's like, look, your liver's shot. You can't keep doing this. You have to quit. Yeah.
Yeah. But would you drink non-alcoholic beer though?
I've never
just
actually
for the flavor?
had non-alcoholic beer, so I
no,
don't.
You had to have had not. You haven't had an O'Doul's or anything?
I've never had.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't lived. You haven't lived until you realize that alcohol is the incredible sweet nectar of the gods. Mac, how long could you go sober for? Because you're a drinker. You like beer.
Sometimes, very occasionally.
Every time I see you out, you have a beer in your hand.
Okay, but when was the last time I was out?
Like last Saturday I saw you, and you were drinking beer.
Technically, that wasn't out. That was at your house.
Okay.
So, and I had one.
Mm-hmm. That's what we'll say while your mom's watching the stream right now.
She doesn't care.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay. Well, how long could you guys last for? Gibby, obviously you're doing a great job. How long could you go sober for? Probably, what are you, years now into the process? I could go 3 weeks.
Yeah?
Yeah. 3 weeks, and then, yeah, Gibby goes, as of today, it's 22 months.
Awesome, man. Congratulations.
Nice.
Sick brag. I'd go 3 weeks. And then I think I did 3 weeks. You and I did a diet like 5 years ago.
Right.
We did a diet with Go Cleanse.
Oh, yeah.
And I lasted 3 weeks into the diet until I had to drink rum. And I did so much research on it that I didn't eat all day. And I left all my calories for the rum because each shot of rum was 60 calories. And I think that day I could only drink, or I wound up being able to have 6 drinks with like a 0-calorie mixer. I forgot what I used. I think it was like a juice or it was like a Diet Coke. But man, I got plastered. After 3 weeks of not drinking and then drinking 6 drinks with nothing in my stomach, it was awesome.
You know you're on a diet when you are willing to map out your day so you can have alcohol. I was like, well, I can have this many calories. Okay, I can have this many beers.
Yeah, I ate nothing that day and drank like rum and diet for dinner.
That's great. I mean, this summer, all beer diet.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
Yep, I'm in.
Our friends at Southern Barrel have already volunteered themselves. They are going to give you all the beer you need for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do I get to go over there and just like pick?
Yeah. Why not?
A kid at a candy store. Oh, what this?
Mm-hmm. If you do the beer diet,
yeah,
which you are kind of you talked yourself into a corner.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
I mean, you can go stouts. You're going to do a little mix of everything.
I think I'm going to do a variety because I mean, when I was doing the diet thing, I dieted last summer, and it's the same thing you were doing with counting calories to see how much you could have.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that on the day we got together for beers after work, I knew how many beers I could have because I didn't eat much during the day, and I knew I was going to have a smaller dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if I can map it out to where, hey, I'm going to have a nice hearty stout one day, bring it on.
I think you should just do like pilsners in the morning.
Yeah.
Maybe like a nice IPA for lunch, and then stouts at night. A little sweetness that could be your desserty type of finisher meal, or maybe 2 beers.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
It has to be straight beer.
I'm gonna do water. I'll kind of follow what the guy did. I'll drink water. He drank water and he did like herbal tea or something. So I'll look into it. If I have to do something like that, that's fine.
It's an all liquid diet. This guy did it for.
He did it for Lent.
Yeah, like what is that? I'm not a big God guy, obviously.
I don't know. I don't do Lent.
Hold on, let me Google this. But yeah, the story of this guy just did it for the entirety of Lent, lost like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
How long is 40 days. It lasts for 40 days.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do 40 days.
So just it's essentially like 5-ish weeks.
Yeah. So no, I'm down. We'll do it this summer. I'm down to give it a shot.
I'm gonna do it with you.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with you.
He just heard that Southern Barrel's giving free beers. You're like, I'm in.
Well, the thing is, I think I'm gonna go with a competing brewery.
Oh.
And then we'll do Cotter versus Marshall.
I like it.
With competing breweries.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, also on a very side note, the Death Nut Challenge, which is something we've done, not specifically on this show, on our old show. They've come out with a new version. I have purchased them.
Did you purchase them? I thought you were going to be able to reach out and get them for free.
Well, the thing is, I was drunk when we got a text message saying that it was available, so I drunkenly bought them, and then I remembered I actually know the guys at the Death Nut Challenge, and they said they would just send it to me for free. So anyway, I'm supporting local businesses, small businesses.
There you go. Now, I'd reach out and be like, hey, I bought some of these. Can I get one more? And just have them throw you a bone.
Yeah.
Get something.
Yeah, I'll see what the deal is.
Yeah. But no, it's funny because before it was like you got three nuts per round or whatever, and I guess technically you could share those. But now they even say this is for 1 to 3 people, so they've kind of set it up that if you and buddies want to each do it, you can just kind of go off one. Now, did you get one that we're gonna share?
No, I bought 2. Because honestly, here's the thing: drunk, I didn't even read it. I found the link and I just bought 2 immediately, and then just looked away.
So you bought 2.
Yeah.
So, you texted another person saying you bought it. So you texted, because you texted Robert.
Yeah.
So did you get 3?
No, I bought 2.
Okay.
I bought 2 just for you and I.
Okay. Robert was included on the text.
Oh, I don't care. He said he bought his.
Did he say buy one?
Yeah, he said he already bought his.
Okay.
I ain't buying Bob nothing.
I was confused. Like, how many you buying over here?
Gibby says, I'll take the Death Nut. Maybe it'll help clear my sinuses. These damn murder trees. Yeah, dude, they're ridiculous. Actually, today I'm not being bothered as bad, maybe because I've only spent like 5 seconds outside. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes before we get into our first segment of Chicks.
Do we do the first 2 in the first one? Because I think the third one could be...
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
Third one's going to be girthier.
Don't say that word.
Oh, we found another one.
Oh, okay.
Moist and girthy.
Moist and girthy.
I'm going to write those down.
My jaw is tense.
That's the pollen. Yeah. I'm writing it down here. We're just going to create a quick bullet point of words Mac doesn't like, and then we're just going to shout them. This isn't even going to be a segment anymore. It's just going to be her just wincing. Oh, man. Sorry. I mean, on the chat, I love to read comments. So Gibby says moist and girthy.
Stop.
Wait, girthy? Is it girthy with a U? Or is it with an I?
I have no idea.
Either way, it sounds disgusting.
Okay, this is another good lesson in Google.
Got about a minute, guys.
Urban Dictionary, girthy is Gurthy.
Okay.
Say it again. I want you to, Marshall. Don't say it again.
But, I mean, if you want to talk about the definition of that word, which I won't say out of respect for Mac, is thick and bulky or heavy.
See, you don't even have to say the word. It's in there, but then when you say the definition, it makes it 10 times worse.
Or of a person heavily built or overweight. That's the second definition. It's an adjective for the word girthy.
And she never comes on the show again. All right, 20 seconds.
She'll be back. She has to come to work anyway.
That's true. We'll be back, guys.
Cotter and Marshall. Rock 1061.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Final hour of the show. You can still get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen to the show. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. You can get us on the app, which you can download for free. Also listen at rock1061.com. We're now joined in studio by Mac from Bob 1069. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Mac.
Morning.
All right, it is time for Chicks on Dudes. This is an opportunity for you to ask a question of Mac that maybe you're just a little bit too nervous to ask somebody face-to-face. Mac will handle the hard-hitting questions.
Absolutely.
That you need answers to. You can email those questions to kmshow@rock1061.com. With that said, Mac, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
For question number one. Good morning, guys. I mean chicks. What are some of the biggest turnoffs in a guy? Now, this was just kind of brought up because we were talking about the hockey team coming to town, and you said as long as they have teeth, you were fine with it. So no teeth, a turnoff?
Yes.
Now, is there a specific tooth that maybe they didn't have would be more of a turnoff than another tooth?
You have to have your front teeth.
Okay.
If you were like missing one back here, I don't see that.
Right. Well, very vain of you. I mean, seriously?
I'm 28 years old.
Okay, so like getting a little long in the tooth, no pun intended. So need the front teeth. I got you there. So you need the front teeth, but the molars. What about tonsils? You good without having tonsils? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Tonsils aren't teeth. You're not like.
Well, they are the
two
little
different
or the
things.
back ones. Wisdom teeth is what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't have my wisdom teeth.
Oh, okay. Well, it shows.
All right. So. All right. So what else? What are some other just big turnoffs in a guy? What about personality? Well, what kind of personality is just like this is a mood killer?
Somebody who's all about themselves.
Right.
Douchebaggery.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I mean, look, if you want to bring up Jake Thompson's name, just go ahead and bring it up from Bob 106.9.
I was listening to you guys on the way in, and you already brought up Jake Thompson.
Did we hit her?
With the car.
We have a quota.
Did we hit our quota today?
Yeah, we have a quota where we have to make fun of Jake Thompson from Bob 106.9 at least 3 times a show. So.
It's one of the official rules of the show.
Yeah, we wrote that into our contract. So.
Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah, totally understandable.
Anything else, though? I mean, what else are big turnoffs?
You have to have very good personal hygiene. Don't be coming up in my place stinking.
Okay, use deodorant.
Yeah.
Have some teeth.
Take a bath.
Good personality.
Yeah. Let's see. You have to be funny. I'm not like overly funny. I'm not asking for a stand-up comedian, but I mean, goofy funny. I'm good with that.
Right.
I mean,
you're not asking.
I don't like this question.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
I am very.
She
picky.
She feels attacked.
I feel attacked, and I don't like to come off as picky, but it is true.
Well, no, but I mean, there's turnoffs. It's not necessarily being picky. It's just there's standards.
Yeah.
And there's things you just don't do it for you, and you don't need to put up with it.
Oh, here's one: be open to being around kids because I do have a niece and nephew. I don't have kids. Disclaimer. But yeah, that's a plus. Getting along with my family. That's another plus.
I'm out. Yeah, absolutely. No way. I'm out. Your mom's cool, though.
Mom loves you.
Your mom emails me quite a bit, oddly enough.
That's weird.
Let's get past that. Let's go ahead and move on. We have another question, and then we have a doozy of a question that we're going to leave for our next break. But let's go ahead and get this one out of the way. Hey, Mac, would you reject a guy because he has acne or other imperfections on his face, like gap teeth like Michael Strahan, or maybe some like acne scarring or something to the effect of that?
Not necessarily.
Maybe I think this guy was just interested in you.
He's taking notes. Okay, so she's down with this now. Okay, good. I'm good so far.
He does go on to say, I find myself getting super depressed over these insecurities that I have. It makes me run away from dating or any sort of compliment given to me. So, I mean, is there? Would you reject a guy because he has some sort of weird imperfection? Obviously, you like dudes with their teeth.
Yeah, you have to have your teeth.
So
what if there's a gap in the teeth?
Right.
Oh,
yep. Yep, she doesn't. Your teeth have to touch each other.
See, here's the difference, though. Michael Strahan, that's like a trademark of his. Like, that's a signature for him.
That's true.
Not every guy can pull off a gap in the teeth. I'm just saying.
So a guy with a lot of money can pull off the gap in the teeth. We get it.
It turns out if you have a good career,
that's not what I said.
Suddenly a gap in your teeth doesn't matter anymore.
That's not what I said.
Yeah. Totally. We didn't hear that at all.
All right, coming up next, we got one more question for Mac.
Attacked.
This may be the most epic question we've ever had for Chicks on Dudes.
It is one of the longest stories we've ever had, without a doubt.
All right, so we got that coming up next. I hope you're ready.
All right.
All right, here's Pop Evil. It's Breathe Again, Cotter and Marshall Show. More Chicks on Dudes next. Rock 106.1.
Going back to before we jumped on the air, Gibby said, that's a Southern woman saying, say that again. That means shut it.
He's exactly right.
Yeah. We have a call here. You want to take it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a call.
Rock 106.1, hello.
Hey, brother. Now, is Max still there? Because I have to ask her about this whole missing teeth thing.
Yeah,
I've played hockey since I'm
Okay, here we go. A guy wants to ask you about this. Let's see. All right, Max got headphones. Go right ahead. What's your question?
All right. Morning, Max.
Morning.
Now, I've played hockey since I was 4 years old, and I'm 39 now. I took a puck to the face when I was about 25, and I lost 8 teeth.
Okay.
Damn.
Now, I have a plate in there. I have false teeth, but I can take it out anytime I want. You're going to tell me that I'm talking to you at a bar or wherever, a restaurant, we're having a good time, and then I take it out and show you, you're going to get turned off and say, no way?
No, I never said that. If you take care of your appearance in front of a woman when you don't have teeth, that's one thing. But if you just don't care at all, like if you didn't have the plate in your mouth and you just, that's totally different.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now I'm about to say something dirty, but I'm not going to do it.
Awesome. All right,
another conversation for another day. Okay.
All right, we got to run. We got a minute. We got a minute and a half. We got to run. Thank you for calling, though, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Take care.
I didn't get a chance to hear most of that.
So basically, it was like he played hockey. He lost 8 teeth.
Right.
And so, but he has a plate, so he has the fake teeth, and so he wanted to know if they were hanging out, and he actually took that out and showed her if that would be an instant turnoff.
I would say though, probably not a good idea to do it on the first 2 times you're hanging out with a girl.
Yeah, I love that Mac got called out, just completely owned right there. Your face right now is excellent.
First time for everything.
Gibby goes, I married one, so I know that phrase. The Southern woman. Wanda goes, he is offended, all caps.
just a smidge.
And then she said, laughing my ass off, Max struck a nerve. Do you want to set up story 3, or do you want me to?
It doesn't matter.
No, it's whatever you want to do, man.
I can do it.
Can I be nosy for a second? Someone said Strahan fixed his gap. No, he did not. It was an April Fool's joke.
Yes, Chris. Yeah, that is. He did it, I think, before April Fool's. So that's why
he set it up.
It was so
prior.
great at fooling people. But yeah, Chris, that's not true.
It looks so weird.
Actually, I honestly think it's a good look. I think he actually should have really fixed his teeth.
I don't think he can at this point in time. I get it.
What do you mean he can't?
Well, just because of the brand. I do. It's like a trademark. It's the one guy with the unibrow in the NBA.
Anthony Davis.
That's his thing, man.
You mean Andy Dalton, the Chicago Bears quarterback? I told you, the guys from Barstool were rebranding him.
We'll be right back, guys.
The Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
All right, good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, join the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You'll catch all kinds of off-the-air stuff. Just got a call from Mac.
We had a listener not happy with Mac.
He's not happy.
Talking about hockey teeth and his lack of
I think it's
teeth.
a fair question. But he's got a plate. He's got a cover. He's taking care of himself. And Mac said that was okay. All right, so we're moving on because this may be the most epic question we've ever gotten for Chicks on Dudes.
Let's get into it.
I don't know. Okay, I'm just going to read it.
It's quite a girthy story. Go ahead.
It's girthy. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Sup, chicks? So me and my girlfriend, 20 and 22, are both virgins. Mm-hmm. And I wanted some advice from women on how I should approach our first time to make it as pleasant for her as possible. Mm-hmm. I'm not very worried about myself as I don't have issues with being a Minuteman or anything.
Oh, that's weird, Cotter.
But I'm not worried about her. But I'm more worried about her and how I can make it the best for her. My biggest concerns are that, and I really don't mean to sound arrogant or full of myself or anything, I'm pretty largely endowed downstairs.
So he's girthy.
He's girthy. Sure is.
I was hoping to get some advice about the best way to approach this. Thanks in advance in any way you can help.
Okay, so you're both virgins, and which is a good sign that you're worried about how it's going to be for her. That's awesome. That is respectful. Way to go there. But also know that it is her first time. It is your first time and her first time. So, I mean, I don't know. Just don't overthink it, I guess, would be the best way to go about explaining my answer to that.
It's a simple process.
And I will say, don't expect the best on your very first time, okay? It doesn't happen for everybody. And just don't be embarrassed. Don't get, discouraged or anything because, like I said, it is both of your first time. So, I mean, you're in it together, really. Now, I think I would. Why do you laugh?
Because I see Cotter biting his lip because he wants you to answer the real question here.
So what?
The real question is, this gentleman feels like he is largely endowed downstairs. He's girthy.
Yeah.
She's accepted the word.
We broke her like a wild stallion. How does he make his downstairs area more pleasant for her if he is truly a girthy gentleman? Is there advice for that, or is that just a roller coaster you go on?
It's a roller coaster you go on. You can't do anything about it.
Twists and turns, ups and downs.
If you were that blessed, I mean, take the blessing and just tell her, hey, this might end bad. But let me just give you a heads up. I care about you, and I care that it's our first time, but I'm just going to go ahead and give you a disclaimer.
This may end badly. You think she would know at that point?
I would think.
She's probably seen something through the pant line, down there.
Felt something, seen something. Right. I mean.
They are virgins.
True.
A couple virgins.
Mean they haven't fooled around.
Yeah.
Might be doing some stuff.
Hey, well, she probably knows what's going on at this point.
I'm thinking she's fully aware of the large situation.
She's the girthy situation, the elephant in the room. The very large, girthy elephant in the room.
Yeah, the elephant trunk in the room.
This epic question. Epic question. What'd you say?
It is a very great question.
I think it's a fair. I mean, not something I would ever have to worry about, but I think it's a fair question.
All I gotta say is, if she's listening, prepare yourself.
Put some towels down or something.
Lube, extra lube. I don't know. What do you say? At this
First
point in
aid
time?
kit. I don't know.
So, coming from the guy whose nickname is now El Lubricado.
That's true. I have a brand. I can sell it to you cheap.
Please do not buy his lube. We do not condone any lube that Cotter sells on the streets.
It's completely legit. All right,
It's not.
There you go, Chicks on Dudes.
Outstanding.
I'm scared.
If you have a question for Mac, obviously anything goes. Email at kmshow@rock1061.com. But you're sticking around.
Yeah.
Because we got to ask about the time you were held up at gunpoint by two people?
Yeah.
Two?
Yeah.
All right, that story's coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Oh. Charles says, tell him practice makes perfect.
Hey, that's a good, yeah.
Look how exciting
I mean,
Mac
it
got
might
there.
hurt for like the first 2 times, but I mean, practice does make perfect.
What if this
Sorry,
dude?
Mom.
What if this dude doesn't have any teeth? And now Mac's out. She's like, yeah, screw your practicing. Wilborn goes, I'm dying laughing. Gibby says, toys. Oh, actually, I'm not going to read the rest of your comment there.
Oh, God.
And if you want that, you can read that on the chat. Wanda says, just because they are virgins doesn't mean they haven't done other stuff. Some folks consider backdoor action is okay to keep their virginity max.
Ow!
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Come on, Wanda.
Jesus. Jesus compels you.
Jesus.
Throwing holy water. Maybe that's what that girl needs to do. Throw some holy water on that guy's pants. Pray that it doesn't hurt too bad.
Prepare yourself.
Jesus Christ compels you.
Lord.
And that was more appropriate to read than mine? Yeah.
Yeah.
That one right there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we got a pretty good handle of what not to say. We're going to go ahead and not say that, but people can read it if they want. All right, guys. Got a couple breaks left in the show. Mac is going to stick around. So last week, I forget the exact segment we were doing, but Mac mentioned
Near-death experience.
Near-death experience. Mac was mentioned on the chat. She happened to be awake that morning. She mentioned to us that she was held up by 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Each had a gun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 2 guns on you. You are very intimidating. Too bad if they were as sensitive as you with certain words, you could have just looked at them and said girthy, and they would have dropped their guns. Anyway, Mac is going to stick around and tell us that story here in just a few moments, and then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's music news. I think I'm going to do Ozzy and the Foo Fighters.
Okay.
I'll go, I don't know. Should we do Ozzy or Foo first?
It doesn't matter. We're going into a stop set with both of
okay.
them, so we won't be playing a tune. So,
I'll just do Ozzy. Ozzy's nice and quick, and we'll wrap up with the Foo.
Okay.
Wrap up with the food.
Wrap it with the Foo, baby. Once again, thanks for everyone hanging on the stream today. We do appreciate it. Make sure you tell your friends about our show. We'd also appreciate that. Tell them to like our shizzle. And then this coming Friday, we announce our next big promo. Cannot wait to share that with you. We're giving away a lifetime membership to some place we can't mention yet. Do you know?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
You just going to make me wait till Friday?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not telling you.
I work here.
I work here. Wanda goes, I have a headache from laughing so much. This has been a great segment.
That was fun.
Yeah. I got a couple segments. I got to do video game trivia. I'll pull that segment out of the show, and then I'll do Chicks on Dudes. I'll pull this one out. Get it? That's some advice for that young man.
Exactly.
That Verge, pull out. Wear a condom. That was Mickey Mouse offering some advice. Okay. How much time we got? Quite a few?
Yeah, we've got a song coming out of this, so we got like 5 minutes.
All right, let's answer one last question for the day for Answer the Internet. I'm going to go around the table, and then we'll ask you guys, drop in your answers on the chat. If there was a snail following you for the rest of your life, and if you touched it, you'd die, how long could you survive? And once again, the picture on this is a little snail holding a knife. This is amazing. These are some amazing questions we got today.
So, if you're not moving, is it just going to crawl up on you? Do you constantly have to move? Is it stopping when you stop? I got so many questions.
If there was, I'll read the question once again, and then you'll take it for what it is. If there was a snail following you for the rest of your life, and if you touched it, you'd die, How long could you survive?
Like I said, I'm not. I don't quite. I know I'm overthinking this. I will say, my natural life. I don't know. Sure. I mean, if it's just resisting the urge to touch the snail, I can resist the urge to touch the snail. If it's something where I just have to keep moving constantly because the snail is always moving after me, then obviously that will change the answer because eventually I'm just going to get tired and pass out.
Does the snail sleep?
That's my question. I don't know.
Let's see. Can it cross an ocean?
Ooh.
Let's say yes.
I would say it says it can always follow you. So I would say yeah, it can cross the ocean.
I was going to say, I don't have a desire to touch a snail on any given day.
All right, so how about this? I'm doing some math, which I know is difficult for me. I Googled how far can a snail travel in a day.
Okay.
200 meters was the answer, so that's 656 feet.
So I just need to walk across the street, and the snail's not going to catch up with me.
Yeah, pretty much. So there's 5,000 feet in a mile.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to go far, but you'd have to constantly.
Well, I mean, so I just need to, before I go to bed, I just need to kind of make sure I'm coming from a great distance, so the snail's far away. Go to bed. Yeah, fine.
The thing is, you couldn't go to the same place twice though, because what if the snail just waited for you?
He's always following you.
True. Gibby says,
my head.
Because if it was in my conscience, I'd last a couple decades. Nathan says, travel across continent and wait till it gets close, then move. Gibby goes, Nathan gets it. Yeah, this is an interesting one, but I mean,
the picture's great.
The $25 this game costs is well worth it just for this picture alone of this snail holding a knife. Oh, outstanding. I'm just gonna say I'd be dumb. I'd last a week. It'd hit me. I don't know. It'd fall on me or something. It'd be on the roof and just lay right on top of me.
Wait, how big is this snail?
It's just like, a little snail like that. Well, I mean, it can hold a knife. Let's say it's a very large snail.
All right.
All right, we got about 2 minutes.
All right, I guess.
Right.
I haven't done my top 5 yet, but I have started it.
Okay.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of everyone else's top 5s that dropped in their comments earlier today, and I'm just going to send that and see if Aaron reads it.
That's funny.
Marshall's working on renovating his kitchen? How does that help the company?
All right, got about 90 seconds.
Charles goes, left y'all a bag hanging on the front door. Does it have a snail in it?
Is it following us?
Yeah, we've seen this. We literally just answered that. All right, guys, once again, we're going to share a story from Mac, the time that she got held up, that she mentioned last week to us. And then we'll wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. Tomorrow on the show, we have a special guest in studio. Cotter, tell us about it.
We're going to have Voodoo Jack in studio. He's going to talk about the event they got coming up Friday at Southbound Brewing. It's going to be a great Rumble event. We're going to take each other on in some WrestleMania trivia. The loser will be whacked with a kendo stick. Nice little tease for this coming Tuesday.
So just saw the headline a few moments ago. The Offspring have just released another single from their new album, Let the Bad Times Roll.
Oh, nice.
The song is called We Never Have Sex Anymore. It's now your theme song. El Lubricado. We never have sex anymore.
We'll be right back. Once again, thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can listen online. You get the app for free, your in-home smart speaker, also the website, rock1061.com. Mac, still in studio. Chicks on Dudes is done, but last week we were talking about near-death experiences, and you joined the chat, and you said you were held up at gunpoint by 2 people, both with guns. What the hell happened?
The fastest 5 minutes of my life. So I'm going to try to make this short and sweet. My friend was 7 minutes away from her house, and I was waiting on her in the front of her house. This was at nighttime, obviously. And I was on the phone with her on Bluetooth, so she heard everything. And me being my dad, this is my dad part in me. He would help anybody. He would help a stranger. Somebody knocked on my window, and I rolled the window down like a dummy, and I said, "Hey, can I help you?" And all of a sudden, I see nothing but eyes go back down to my car, and leans in, unlocks the door, gets in my car, puts a gun to my side, and he says, "Give me all of your stuff."
Ooh.
And while this is happening, my best friend was like, "Are you okay?" So she figured out what was going on.
Right.
Hung up, called 911. So I said, "Everything is in the purse." There went a perfectly good Michael Kors purse, and he ran. So obviously, and my keys are in the purse, so my car shuts off. Well, then I go to get out of the car, and there's another guy.
What?
You got double robbed?
Yes, he pulled me out of the car. And he put the gun to my side, and he said, "Where's your phone? I know you have one." And I just pointed down to my floorboard because obviously that's where it's at. And he grabs it, and he asked me to put the code in. I'm over here, obviously scared for my life. He says, "Put the passcode in." I put in the wrong passcode. He pushes the gun more into my side, and he said, "You gave me the wrong one." He said, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, he got the phone, ran off with it, and so I run to the front door.
Was there a line further down the block of people trying to rob you, or did you just run out of stuff at that point?
No, but luckily enough, the first dummy dropped my wallet out of my purse out by my car. So really, all I lost was a purse.
Oh, that's.
You still sound very bitter about the purse.
Rest in peace, that purse.
But yeah, and the cops came. And they didn't find him. They did track my phone to an apartment complex in LaGrange, though, and they said, "Well, we can't go door to door knocking on."
I mean, for just a phone,
they have to have like the exact longitude, latitude where it's at. But
so the first guy robs you. I'm guessing they were together, and was he worried he just didn't grab everything? I mean, it just seems weird. They said pick up the scraps.
More importantly, how long in between each robbery?
Oh, like a few seconds.
Right.
So the guy gets out of my car and runs. I go to get out of my car, and there's the other guy.
Oh. You can't even get that service at certain businesses. That's incredible.
This was robbery and training. You know when you go to a restaurant.
Oh, he was teaching them.
Yeah, you go to the restaurant and you got the hostess and
apprenticeship program.
Right, you've got the hostess in training. They're just hey, it's my first day. I'm just making sure I'm doing everything right. So the second guy was obviously the guy doing the training. He's like, "You missed the phone," and he had to make sure he's cleaning up after.
Gun in the ribs both times.
Yeah.
See,
their go-to move.
Yeah, internal organs.
I honestly think it was like one of their first times doing that because they seemed kind of nervous.
Right. Did they seem nice?
No.
Overall?
They stole my stuff, Marshall, and they put a gun to my side.
Right, but like nicely though,
No.
right? No?
Hi.
Nicely. They gently placed it amongst my ribs. Asked if I was feeling
uncomfortable.
Well,
Mac can be threatening.
Are you okay if I put this gun to your rib? No, there was none of that.
Okay.
Are you more distraught now after the fact that you had a gun to your ribs or that you lost your purse?
Good question.
You mentioned the purse multiple times.
Good
question,
Cotter.
That was a gift from my mom.
Okay.
So that's why it was so important. But
Did
I'm more distraught about the gun being in my ribs.
Quick question. Did your mom just buy you a new purse?
She did that Christmas.
I knew it. I knew. Classic mom move.
All right, Mac. I've never been held up at gunpoint, and I never want to be. That was crazy.
If you that guy probably still has your phone. Do you mind calling it and we can have Cotter robbed right now?
I don't recommend it.
Oh, okay.
No, no.
Oh, so she'd probably review him really badly.
0.0 stars in Yelp.
Yeah. Well, sorry guys.
All right, Mac. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
We've got Marshall's music news coming up. 2 stories wrap up the show. Here's Bad Flower in 30. Rock 106.1.
What a story, Mac.
I thought it'd just be like two guys at once.
I was just trying to get out of my car, and let me tell you, I ran to the front door, and her husband is in the house, but he's asleep. And I'm knocking on the door, and he doesn't come to the door, but they have that screen door. So I was like, where do I hide?
You just
I
hid,
couldn't
you
between
hid yourself.
the door and the screen door.
Where they can obviously easily see you. It's a screen.
It's a screen. They can't see me.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mac, for coming in today. What a performance from you. 10 out of 10 stars.
Yes.
Although those robbers, not great. You were fantastic today. So we'll see you next Wednesday for more Chicks on Dudes.
Perfect.
Everyone say goodbye to Mac.
Goodbye, everybody.
Be nice to Mac Day. She got robbed. Not recently. That was years ago. What a story.
Damn, man.
What a story from Mac. Gibby goes, she was girthy. Don't you talk about Mac like that. We're the only one who could say girthy in front of her. All right, yeah, so tomorrow Voodoo Jack comes on from CEW to talk about the big Royal Rumble. He knows we're on cameras, right?
I reminded him.
Okay, yeah.
I reminded him that we will have cameras, so make sure you mask up.
Yeah. Tell him to wear his in-ring gear too. So I think getting hit by a guy, just in case you do lose,
right?
Getting hit by a guy in some serious ring gear looks way cooler than just like a dude in a pair of Dockers and a luchador mask.
So yeah, I reached out to Jake from Bob 169 to put together the WrestleMania quiz, and he geeked out instantly.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, how hard do you want it to be? What do you? I'm like, just medium hard, man, medium hard.
I got to change that up. You're a WrestleMania fiend. You actually just recently watched like all the WrestleManias again, didn't you?
No.
Or was it the Royal Rumbles?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I always go back and watch the Royal Rumbles. No, I've watched WrestleManias forever. Now, see, I'm not. I can't name what was the main event to what, so I'll probably Gibby. I'm setting myself up to get whacked with a kendo stick. Basically, is what I'm doing.
Gibby says, "Mac, have a great day." Wanda says, "Bye, Mac." Charles goes, "Bye, Mac. Get a pistol to carry."
The guy would have got it. Would have been in her purse.
I don't know. Mac seems like a girl that should or will have a pistol on her side, on her person.
Right. Yeah, no. She definitely seems like she would be, would be packing.
Yeah, packing the heat.
All right, we got about 45 seconds heading into our first of two stories today from Marshall's Music News.
We just got a text message that says, "Tell Mac I got the hookup and go get a new." I think it says to get a new purse.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
I don't know who this person is, but we'll mention that to her.
She was very distraught about the purse.
I'll tell you what, man. I don't think I've ever seen her that sad about anything. I've only been working with her for a couple months, but good Lord. We're doing Ozzy then Foo Fighters, right?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, guys, be right back. Thanks to everybody for being part of the show today. Lots of fun today, guys. It's been a good show. If you're on the stream, thank you. If you're listening live, thank you very much. You can always get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, before we get out of here, we got to get some Marshall's Music News.
The Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, is set to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I think he was just officially, is yesterday, right?
The Hall of Fame induction ceremony, pre-recorded, went down last night.
Yeah, so you can watch that on the Peacock, if you want. Now, this wasn't announced until just a few hours before it actually happened. Now, various members of the pro wrestling press reported that Ozzy's inclusion was essentially last second because they found his picture on the WWE Hall of Fame T-shirt. They didn't make any sort of announcement until just prior to the Hall of Fame induction yesterday.
So it wasn't a last-minute decision by WWE. It was just a last-minute decision to say anything.
That's what it sounds like. Now, obviously, yesterday, Ozzy wasn't the only celebrity to go into the WWE Hall of Fame. Obviously, tons of wrestlers, but William Shatner also went in the technically postponed class of 2020.
Now, I was trying to think what William Shatner has done with the WWE, and I'm like, I can't remember it.
He probably hosted like a night. They did that run of celebrity hosted shows for a year. I think he probably did one of those.
I mean, I think they're, kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the celebrity wing. Because Ozzy, now, he was a part of 2 WrestleManias, but that's it. It was WrestleMania 2, he came out with the British Bulldogs.
Mm-hmm.
Then WrestleMania 3, he came out with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh.
But I don't think he has done. No, I'm sorry. No, it's only one because Alice Cooper. That was Alice Cooper and Jake the Snake Roberts.
I was going to say, I actually have notes on this.
No, my bad.
He came out for WrestleMania 2 alongside Captain Lou Albano.
Albano.
Yep, that's it. Ozzy stood the corner of the British Bulldogs as they defeated the Brutus Beefcake and Greg Valentine for the tag team
Dream
championships.
Team.
Yeah, who doesn't remember that? Not me. They also, Ozzy and Sharon hosted an episode of Monday Night Raw back in 2009. So those were those really only instances of his relationship with the WWE, but it's so little gets him into the Hall of Fame.
It's just like being a wrestler. I mean, Coco Beware's still in. What did that guy do? He brought down a bird to the ring.
He had diabetes.
Did he?
Yeah. Didn't he die from?
No, he's still alive.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay, that was another. It was Kamala. He had
Kamala,
Yeah, and he had no limbs.
This
Sad
got really
story.
depressing.
Yeah.
All right, we got one more story to go in Marshall's music news. We'll get to that next. Rock 106.1.
I think Charles actually did leave some gear from his work at the door.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, let me go grab it. I'm
okay.
on solo here for a second.
All right, Marshall's going to go grab that. All right. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, I don't get the Ozzy induction because, I totally had him confused. There was Alice Cooper. So one WrestleMania and a host of Raw, and you're into the Hall of Fame. Hey, I've gone to more WrestleManias than Ozzy. I think I should be in the WWE Hall of Fame. All right, we got one more story to go here in just a bit.
All right, yeah. So we have literally. Hold on, I'll throw on the. I should actually just throw on Marshall's Big News Cam. So Charles, who hangs out with us each and every morning, he drops this note off, Cotter and Marshall, and then said, "Hope the sizes are correct. Big, bald, sexy." So Charles owns his own business. Let's see. Oh man, he threw all sorts of stuff at us. Here, show some of that off.
All right. High quality material.
Dude,
right
look
there.
at this. EBI. Demolished division. Look how sick that is.
There we go.
I got some caps in here.
Check.
I love it. The EBI.
Oh, nice.
Put this on my giant ass head. Oh yeah. These hats were made for dudes with big ass heads.
There we go.
Oh, here's a little shirt. Oh, like that. The EBI.
Those are awesome, man.
Charles, thanks for the hookup, bro.
Those are cool. Yeah, thank you very much, man.
We need to throw one of those hats on top of your head.
Okay, yeah.
In the background. Demolish or demolition? I don't know. Hold on. What's it say? Oh, the demolition division. It should say demolish, too. Pretty much what Charles is saying. He fucked shit up. Ladies and gentlemen, our big, bald, sexy friend. That is a pretty sick job, though. Like, what do you do for a living? I just break stuff for a living. Dude, Charles, thanks for the hookup, man. I got tons of T-shirts
awesome,
in here.
Man. Thank you.
I like the long sleeve. The long sleeve's real
that
nice.
Material, the long sleeve.
It's super sexy. Reading is hard. Yeah, it is, Bob. That's why you're a teacher and I'm a radio DJ, damn it. Do for John L for Cotter. Oh, XL. Yeah, I'm an XL. He's a large. You actually, dude, you nailed it.
You got it.
Cotter's a skinny ass bitch.
We're gonna come right out of stop.
All right, so 44 seconds there.
No, we've got a couple minutes.
Oh, okay. We got those stupid commercials that pay us. All right, guys. Once again, thanks for hanging out through the stream today. The hat does look good. It looks good on camera. You're
nice
right.
Looking hat.
I'll have to tell Mac that we got a text in from someone who's the hookup on purses. It'd be funny if it was just Mac's mom messaging me again. Hold on. What's Mac's mom's name? Yep, there it is. It's just Margaret. It's just Margaret hitting me up.
What else tomorrow? We've got Voodoo Jack, Trivia, Hefe.
Voodoo Jack in to talk about CEW. Yeah. Hefe, we'll be talking about Debilation Brewing Company grand opening, Richmond Hill. Yeah. Speaking of, Bob, if you're still on the stream, man, you should be coming hanging out this coming Friday. Bring the kids. I don't care. Also, a big props to Mr. Covino. Another baby on the way. That's right.
Wow.
That's right. We're getting a second Covino. So if I know anything, so Bob, good buddy of mine, he has a brother named Ben. They fight constantly. So now that Bob has one son, I hope he has another. I hope we get double. I hope we get another set of Covino brothers in this world, because they are going to just fight like dogs and cats for the rest of their lives, because I want them to have the same experience as their father and uncle.
Yeah,
because it would be amazing. Yeah, Bob, Debilation Brewing Company. It's I think I GPS'd it. It's like 16 minutes away from our house. Bob lives like 2 blocks away from me. If you want, come with me. I will drive. I have to drive the station vehicle, so I can't get too messed up. Oh, it's a boy? You already know? Oh,
you're in for it, man. You are in for it.
The world just got another set of Covino brothers. I don't know. Congrats, but that sucks. Not for them or you, just like America. Another set of Covino brothers running around. Oh, Jesus Christ. What did we do? Why did this happen to us? All right. While I'm thinking about it, I got to update Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. Got to add that extra win to my win total. I think I'm almost in double digits. I think that puts me at 9. Ooh, possibly 10.
All right. Got about 30
seconds. Charles goes, Bob slipped one past the goalie. Bob goes, it's going to be WWE all the time. How about AEW, man? AEW guy? No big deal.
All right, guys, be right back. All right, just about ready to wrap up the show. Once again, thanks to everybody for hanging out today on the air, on the stream. If you haven't done the stream yet, check it out, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We keep going in between breaks, so there's always something happening on the stream. We're having a good time. So once again, check it out, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch every morning starting at 6. Before we get out of here, let's do it one more time. Marshall's Music News.
If there's one person that's going to be known as an overachiever in his lifetime, that would definitely be Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters. He is now, wait for it, an author. Yes, he has a brand new book called The Storyteller, Tales of Life and Music, set for release on October 5th. I'm not a book guy. I'm not going to lie. I don't read very much at all outside of the comment sections of YouPorn, but I think I would read this book, Cotter, because plus that's the YouPorn comments later. He goes, I started an Instagram account at Dave's True Stories a while ago and decided to focus all of my creative energy on writing some of my stories down, something I love doing, but I've never really had the time for. He started this during the pandemic, so it makes a lot of sense that he had some extra time on his hands. He goes, the response from readers was as soul-filling as any applause in an arena. He goes, so I took the stock of all my experiences and made an incredible book for you guys to devour on October 5th. So he wrote down all these stories. Now, he said he's going to tease stories from his days in Scream, his very first band, to Nirvana, to the Foo Fighters. He also says he has stories about jamming with Iggy Pop, playing at the Academy Awards, dancing with AC/DC. He apparently had a gig at the Preservation Hall Jazz Band.
Oh, wow.
Drumming with Tom Petty, meeting Sir Paul McCartney at the Royal Albert Hall. He also talked about meeting Little Richard and then flying halfway around the world for one epic night with his daughter. So this book is probably going to be pretty outstanding. Like I said, I actually may read this one. I think of all the books I've read in my life, one Chris Rock book.
Okay.
And then I think I read The Heroin Diaries. Oh, and then The Dirt from Motley Crue. I don't think I've read a lot of Motley Crue books. But more importantly, I think I will be reading this one as well. Once again, Dave Grohl's new book coming out October 5th entitled The Storyteller, Tales of Life and Music.
If you're not a reader but like books, audiobooks are the way to go, man. Telling you.
I like podcasts.
Audiobooks are the way to go. So
maybe.
and I'm guessing, if Dave's writing this, he's probably going to be the one recording that part.
He actually, he does say he does record the audiobook. It's already done.
You get Dave telling the stories. I'm in on that all day long.
Yeah, it sounds good.
All right, tomorrow on the show, Voodoo Jack is going to join us around 7:30. They've got the big event at Southbound coming up on Friday. Talk about that. Also, I'm going to take him on in WrestleMania trivia. The loser gets hit with a kendo stick, teasing us up for Torture Tuesday next week.
Yeah, you'll be facing a myriad of tortures with our NCAA Madness Bracket Torture Tuesday. That's next Tuesday, and Cotter is facing the punishment.
All right, also on tomorrow's show, we've got Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery, and Hefe 2, the new music Beta Fish, going to pick a new tune.
Hell yeah, we're going to put that fish to work.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
That is a wrap, ladies and germs. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Have a great day. Be safe. Be good. If you're not going to be good at it. 1,000,000,000%. Guys, once again, thanks for hanging around today. It was a fun day.
It was fun, man.
Tomorrow, obviously, we talked about it. Hefe, Voodoo Jack's coming in with a kendo stick. Should be entertaining. And then we have a loaded rest of the week. Mike Livings from Moon River Brewing Company will be in for beer for breakfast this week. And then, I mentioned it. The guys at New Realm, just waiting on one more email, should have them in just a few days after the grand opening of New Realm. They also invited you and I to come down and visit before they officially open. So,
yes, please.
Got to sort out that date as well, just a heads up.
All right, and Beer for Breakfast brought to you by Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. We'll run down what shows they've got coming up this weekend on Friday as well. So, all right, guys, thanks.
Hold on. I got to put in what did I win, 4-3 today?
Yes.
And no big deal.
Yeah.
I knew that. I actually just wanted you to say yes. And with that win, guys, I'm in double digits.
All right.
Double digits for total wins and Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? So
very happy for you.
Sick. 10-1-4, baby. All right.